I'm gonna let you do you on your show, child. I'm about to fall all the way back and let you do you, since you already got cussed out. But always know you can and will get cussed out again, Joe.
But that was a recycled curse out. That's why
I did cuss you out before, but nobody heard it.
That's my point. Like you said all that shit before, so nobody framed it like I've been heard that.
You heard it.
You said that to me. They didn't need to hear none of that.
Why not?
Go ahead, their business.
But when you dissing me, child, the world gets to hear it, child.
Okay, Mike. Mike, we rolling?
Oh, we're rolling.
We rolling. Hold up, man.
Let's get busy.
Everyone relax.
We're relaxed.
Everyone simmer.
Everyone is calm as shit.
I hear.
You don't even know about that. You're trying to.
Everybody,
know, right?
everybody relax right now.
You don't know those vibrations.
Hey, let me set the vibe.
Swag.
Wait, hold up, because we ain't even doing Burna Boy properly. Let's start this up. I didn't want to disrespect Burna Boy that way. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Leave it to me, man. I gotta fix the vibrations. Let me fix everything, you know what I mean? Joe gonna always be the sacrificial lamb.
Oh, sit down.
See, look,
okay,
let me not even turn this up. All
right.
Listen, everybody chill. I know y'all don't even know the vibes right now. Y'all just relax. I got this. Don't sound loud enough for me, but Maul.
What's up, man?
This is Burna Boy.
Wait. What? I know who this is.
Nick.
Yes.
This is Burna Boy.
Oh, dope.
Are you familiar with him?
I like him.
Come on, don't worry about it.
Yeah, come on. You already know what type of time it is.
I'm letting this rock. Listen, we had to have a real good time. We got a great conversation. The vibes is right. The mood is right. Oh, I wish I could turn something, getting my vibe. Look, I relate to this. She want to spend more time.
Joe, you wouldn't even know what to do when this came on and she tried to back it up on you.
You know he gonna find a wall.
Yeah, you look wild. Look at you. That ain't even the right. That's not even the right two-step for that though.
Hold up. He about to really school you right now. Listen, this podcast about to start. Hold up. Come on, man. I agree. Whatever he's saying.
You don't even know what he's saying.
I don't give a fuck what he's saying.
You don't know what he's saying.
I don't know if y'all joking or not, or if y'all have actually heard this record.
You ain't in the basement in Flatbush.
Jeremiah's on this record.
Jeremiah's on every record.
He smokes this. I don't want to cut it off until he goes.
So
then we got a real good conversation. What are you doing over here?
How long is this show gonna be?
Like 5 hours.
And how many songs you finna play, child?
See? She told me she would let me run my show. She said her show was hers.
I didn't say. I was just asking a question.
My show was mine.
I was just asking
and I think I've held up my end of the bargain, buddy.
Technically, you ain't hold up your end of the bargain because you had a temper tantrum, and your other show mates, they didn't. Only big ego Joe did, child, but that's for another day, child.
The way nigga keeps saying child, like she's somebody's grandma.
I am somebody's grandma. And that's exactly what I be saying. When I hear myself saying child back over and over, I be like, yo, why do I sound like somebody's fucking grandmother? And I'm not saying that no more. Thank you, Bob. He always looking out for me.
So finally, we can admit on this show that Maul is a certified barb. You paid your dues this month?
Wow.
Welcome to episode 271 of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, and grateful host, Joe Budden, here with some niggas I ain't really too sure about. And so let me introduce them to y'all to my left. What's your name?
Fam, fuck out of here.
State your name, gangster.
No. Don't try to change up the
here.
intro.
What's your name?
My name is Maul.
Mal. Right? That's what you said. Jamal. What you call him?
I'm Rory.
Maul.
That's Parks.
You're now recording my exclusive Spotify content. You said I could do what I want on my show.
Bye, y'all.
Parks is here. No. Stay, please.
Right.
No, stay. Don't leave.
Right.
Don't leave, baby.
Okay.
And we have a room full of people, and we have a special Special
A nice,
guest.
sweet lady that's a nice girl and that always be nice and always be honest. My name is Onika Tanya Mirage, and I just want the respect I am earned. I have earned from people like Joe Budden.
And that's part of why I don't like having guests here. And I was telling Rory this in the elevator this morning. When you have guests, sometimes you have to like give them the respect that they deserve.
Oh my God.
That's what happens.
Sometimes.
God forbid, right?
God forbid you give people the respect they
Joe,
deserve.
what in the world is wrong with you?
No, we just did that. We're not doing that again.
But
Come on, give it to
seriously,
me.
Joe.
Joe, please add some context
seriously,
to what
Joe,
you just said.
seriously.
But she won't let me talk even on my shit.
Okay.
Do you think something is wrong with me?
Can I talk? Can I answer that?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Tell me what. Oh shit, Barb's in the background. Tell me what. tell me. Yeah, this bar is behind me. Them niggas, they gonna need a ride somewhere one day.
Whatever. See, you
Listen,
being
tell me,
so
tell me,
sarcastic.
tell me what you think is wrong with me. Let's hash it out before we get to the good stuff.
All right, let me be honest. I think that you are
Jealous of you.
a big baby. I
Okay.
don't know if you are an only child or a middle child. I don't know what it is, but I think you are a big baby. I think you never like to be wrong, and I think whenever somebody calls you out on your shit, you have a temper tantrum. We've seen you have so many temper tantrums, Joe, and it's the truth. And people put up with your shit because you are a great rapper. So I feel like rappers take more of your shit because
I love this breakdown.
because
This is awesome.
they respect you as a rapper.
That's why you think they take
Yeah,
shit from me?
I personally do think a lot of times people take your shit because we know you're a dope rapper, but it
But
doesn't
I'm-
give you the right to treat rappers like peons
Do you think I do that?
when you're on your show talking about us. Yes, and I think I think that you never like to be wrong. I think you need to always surround yourself by weak women, but I could be wrong. Like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I just
it
think
sounds
men
like you're sending shots at women that I frequent.
No, I'm not.
Am I off?
No,
Am I off in my assessment?
I think
This is the fourth time she's made that reference. So I have
that's
to
not
ask
true.
where do you get that from?
First of all, let me just.
I talk to these niggas most of the time.
Okay, but I'm just saying. I don't think that you are used to having powerful female voices around.
Okay, all
That
right.
excludes your mom or your grandmom. I'm talking
course.
about women that
Peers.
your peers, exactly.
Okay.
I don't think you're used to having strong women who are going to battle you down or argue you down about
Damn,
things.
Nikki get a whole lot of people on her little Insta like, go ahead now, queen.
Okay, child, yeah.
All right.
Okay. And my thing is, even when we catch you in a lie or something like, oh, you did say it, you still won't just say, damn, you know what, I did say it. Maybe at that moment,
know what?
whatever. But you won't give me that. And I know that you know women, and we need to get that. We need to have that.
Okay. Miss Minaj. My co-hosts seem to say the same thing about me from time to time. Which is why I wasn't shocked that you guys got along the way you did.
Okay.
Listen, so I'm open to being wrong. Let's have this dialogue here that I would have liked to have had.
Thank you.
Let's clarify some things. And let me preface all of this with, I don't care. I'm shocked that you care.
That's crazy.
Listen, this is where
You don't care about what? And then I'll tell you what I care about.
I don't care. I don't have the energy to try to figure out what happened on Motorsport anymore. Like that was a
But that's
that was
unfair
a big,
because if
Well, let me
somebody speaks
finish.
on you,
Well, let me finish. That
Okay.
was a big deal in
it was a big deal to
whenever
me
it
because
happened.
I was the one being lied on, and that's what you need to understand. Of course, it's not going to be a big deal to you because you, in passing, just said something about someone, and it just was one of those things that you said in your show, and it went and next, on to the next. If I'm the subject of that lie, of course it matters to me. Now, did I care about it when me and you have been texting or whatever? Am I walking around mad at Joe
you
Budden?
have cursed
No.
me out you've cursed me out quite a few times about
I've
this.
only cursed you out once.
I say more than that, but
I've only cursed you out once.
okay.
I've only cursed you out once, and today
twice would be today, right?
Twice, right. But what I'm saying is I can understand you thinking, like, what's the big deal? But when I play back audio of you saying something that you just said you didn't say, and you still won't even give me that and be like, oh, damn, you're right, I did say that, then that's a little crazy.
That would be correct, Miss Minaj. You would be absolutely correct. When you stopped the audio on Queen Radio, what I was attempting to say was, no, I 100% believe that you knew who was going to be on this song.
Oh, you do? Okay.
And I thought I later furthered that point on the show that you referenced by saying, I don't think that you knew that verse was going to sound like that.
First of all,
can you reply to me? Because I understand that I'm negating.
When I am on a song, meaning when you hear it, I've heard it. So let the world know, let y'all understand how shit works. There isn't a song in the world that Onika Tanya Mirage is on that I have to clear every record, which means I have to hear every record I'm on. Okay, Joe?
Did you change anything about that verse after you heard whatever the last final product was from her? Because we said that too, that it sounded like some things might have been altered.
So before I answer that question, because I don't have a problem with answering that question, I want to go on record having both of us acknowledging the fact that you, for a long time, you and your sidekick said that y'all don't believe Nicki knew about the verse was on the song, and now you're saying you just think maybe I didn't hear the final product.
We said that then too, but yes, I'll
okay.
I'll come to that.
So let's make it so I just want to clarify. I knew the verse was on the song. No, we not. I'm about to hang up on him. I knew the verse was on the song. I hate that I'm even giving this stupid fucking song this much attention.
That's what I'm asking you.
It was really about you.
That's what I'm asking you.
No. It was really about you because this is what everybody on live needs to understand. It wasn't about the song. It was that you did it with that song, and then you did it with this song, Hot Girl Summer, which is, even though you didn't say it like in a mean way, even with Hot Girl Summer, you said, for Nicki to go on live with Shorty, I believe that the song is already coming. I think Nicki's a little bit more calculated than that, and I think that that's kind of like bullshit. I don't think that the song isn't done or it's not already being in the works when Nicki went on live. And I said, hello, Joe, no, it's the actual truth. Nothing was in the works. Mm-hmm. I wasn't asked to be on the song before that live.
That's true.
So I just want to let you know, this is the second time I did a record where a female was on the record, where you put something out in the world that is basically saying Nicki's lying. So it's not about the song, it's not about the person, it's just about, I think, for whatever reason.
You think all right, I got it. I got it. I fucking figured it out by what you said just now and what I was able to hear through the Apple cracked doors after I was escorted off the premises.
Shut up. Yes, go ahead.
It sounds like you think I give you unfair criticism because of maybe prior relationship, or like, it just sounds like you think I treat you unfairly.
Yes, I think that
women hate. You think I hate women?
No, and I don't know because I don't watch enough to know. I just hear and see what you say about me. So when I make a statement and then you negate what I've said, then it's basically painting me out to be a liar. I don't like that. I take offense to that. Okay. I'd rather you go in there and say Nicki's a bitch.
I would
Nicki's always, she's habitually late. She's this or that. Well, like,
that's not
I don't
nice.
care. It's certain things about myself. If somebody says that about me, I know who I am. I'm not mad at who I am. But the lying thing, it does get, I am going to take it personal. If 2 times I did a song with a female and you put out a narrative that wasn't true, and then when I said it's not true, you still don't believe me. So you have to understand that there are people that are going to believe you. Now they're thinking, oh, this psycho bitch just be getting up on her platform lying. And I just want you to understand that that's not okay. And when people say, oh, you shouldn't care, or you in your feelings, bitch, fuck you too if you think that I'm in my feelings or I'm whatever the fuck you think, because I am me. I'm a human being, and I have to defend myself because there's nobody else out there defending Onika Tanya Mirage. So I have to defend myself.
Your husband will defend you. Don't do that.
My husband's gonna defend me, but my husband is not a public figure. So all I was saying,
team of people that will defend you.
No, that's not true. All I was saying, I'm about to turn it off because I know this is your show and we want to make it exclusive.
But I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I don't
care if y'all hate me.
I don't think my fans don't hate you either, and that's the point.
No, they do.
I just want to show that, like, my thing is, I know you guys are going to speculate. That's what media does. You guys speculate, y'all have fun. It is what it is. But when I come out and actually say, hey guys, this is exactly what happened, and then you basically say, nope, I know Nicki, I know she went. It makes me look like a fucking psycho. Is all I'm saying. That's all.
Here's a question.
And you did it with 2 songs with 2 female rappers, and that's why people have the narrative of Nicki and female rappers. Certain people in rap, gatekeepers or people, if y'all keep on doing that to me, y'all are pushing that narrative.
Do you believe that there are gatekeepers in hip hop, and do you believe that members of the media are some of them?
Of course, yes. Who else would be the gatekeepers of hip hop?
You gentlemen, you barbs chime in and tell me how y'all feel about. Do y'all think that media members are gatekeepers?
Definitely.
Not all. Not all.
I think so, 100%.
Some of them.
Can we define gatekeeper at this point? Because steering the narrative and creating an opinion to me is not a gatekeeper. Because people online are going to believe what they want to believe.
That's not true.
I don't know if I could say that's a gatekeeper.
So you really trying to tell me that when he went out and started saying that thing over and over about the motorsport thing, him and his sidekick, that didn't make millions of people start believing something untrue about me?
As much as I'd like my friend to have that much influence, I don't think
well, then
that's
you
the
are
case.
Psychotic too.
I don't think that's the case.
When someone has a show that's being broadcast to people, they have a voice, and they can influence the way people think about other people. And if I'm not sitting in the room to defend myself, then they turn off their radio, and that's what the fuck they run with.
Okay, cool. I agree with you on that point, but to the term gatekeeper and really shifting what's going to happen, I can't say that Joe and Academic
he is
sitting
the one
on
that
Complex.
put it out. He is the first one that put it out.
No,
nobody else.
You're missing my point of what I'm saying. I'm saying the gatekeeper of really shifting how things move.
That does shift things how things move. When you lie on someone and you do it.
And before y'all continue, let me just say,
how do you not get the point?
Gatekeeper, and then y'all can continue this debate. Gatekeeper to me means someone who can either allow or deny access to this industry.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily view media that way, Nick. So tell me why you do.
Well, both
I think
what
Nicki, I think what she's saying is you can start a narrative if you have a big enough platform.
And that's exactly what he did.
If you have a big enough platform where
course.
you reach certain viewers and listeners, once you put something out there, that conversation now starts in different areas.
Especially if people respect your opinion.
Yes,
Right.
and it takes on a life of its own, and then it keeps on being repeated and repeated. And if I don't defend myself, then he's right. If I do defend myself, I'm the angry black woman.
My issue with the heat.
Black girl tragic. And it's black bitches that do it the most. And I don't give a fuck if y'all mad at me using that fucking
Nick,
hashtag.
That's offensive. The hashtag.
Excuse me? You want to talk about offensive?
I try not to be offensive.
You try not to be offensive.
I'm not offensive.
But see, that's the thing. When you, if I guess it's okay to hurt someone if you think they're famous or rich or popular or something like that. It's okay to offend them. It's okay to bully them. But everyone else,
Nicki
we gotta
Minaj.
walk. Everybody else, we gotta walk on eggshells for. We can't offend this one. We can't offend that one. We can't offend this one. Man, fuck that. I said what the fuck I said. Period. Just like every day you go and do a show, you said what the fuck you said. And you offend many people. You said what the fuck you said.
If they tell me I offend them, I apologize. I'm not here to offend. I'm not here to offend.
So then why you couldn't just do that back at Queen Radio? I said it many times in so many different ways. I'm like, yo, I told the truth. I explained the story over and over.
Let me tell you why. The he is the part that I want to accentuate. You're saying me, and I understand that because I've said a lot. Later in that motorsport debacle, other people said some things. So we weren't just pulling from. Wait, let me finish. We weren't me and my what you call him, chipmunk. Me and Academic weren't just pulling out of osmosis.
Keyword later on. Keyword later on.
Yeah, there we go. Later on.
You and him were the first ones to start the narrative. So how can you not understand that there's an issue?
Cardi is not getting her information from Academics and myself.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, she's not taking nothing that we say. Like, she was involved. She went on.
I don't give a fuck about what the fuck she think or who she got information from. I'm talking about you speaking to the public.
So do you suggest that we not speculate?
No, I said there are things that you speculate about. I said, but once I come out and say, hey guys, this is how it happened.
But why can't people not believe you? Not me, but I'm saying, why can't people? Do you relinquish that right when you sign up to be in the spotlight? Don't you relinquish the right of people having to believe you or not?
Absolutely, but you also have to know that there are some times that people like myself will do things like what I did today, which is get fucking sick and tired of it, have had enough of it, and speak to you directly,
Nick,
or address it directly.
At 8:10 this morning, I said to Rory, listen, Nicki is going to yell at me. Nothing was surprising about what happened in there.
Good. I'm glad. My whole thing is you seem to be missing the point, and I think it's easy for people to pretend like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Nobody's paying me any mind. No, I'm doing a show, but I mean, people are making up their own. Y'all know damn well that you are influencing people's opinions when you say things about a particular person over and over, especially when it's the same kind of thing about that person. So that's why I brought up the Hot Girl Summer song. I was like, here we go again. I'm collaborating with a female again, and there's already from you some new lie that you're putting out there. You may not realize that it's a big deal, but it is.
In Joe's defense, he gave you a lot of credit for your last album on this same platform. Like he's also giving you your flowers.
Yeah, listen, man.
And what we talked about it on Queen Radio, and I guess we'll just re-say it here, which you acknowledged as well that you didn't think we were being negative with it. We thought it was a genius way to roll out a song, and that's why, because we give your brain credit on how you have put your brand out there, we thought it was a really good way to roll out a record. We thought you and Meg getting on there talking y'all shit was amazing. It got
really
all the
wasn't
buzz.
that big of a
I
deal.
didn't say, and again, I said that y'all didn't say this one in a negative way. But the first time him and his sidekick did it, it was extremely negative.
Okay,
It was
I deal with art
extremely
shit, not they
negative.
shit.
So now, when you do something like that to someone, their guards have to go up because now it's
You
like
don't know that I love you.
But to
I
me,
said that to you on many phone calls that we've had in private, and still you treated me so horribly up there.
I don't feel like I treated you horribly up
treated me
there.
bad. Did she treat me bad? That's your wife, you never told me.
I
She
feel
treated
like
me
you
bad.
didn't
She
even
treated
want
me
to
bad.
allow me. You didn't even want to
You
allow
turned
me
my.
to.
I don't think I ever had a nigga cut my mic off in my life. In my
Well,
whole baby.
I don't think that you were trying to understand that it's not okay to, and I'm just gonna leave it at this because I don't want to beat a dead horse. I feel like at a certain level it gets a little bit personal, and that's what it is. Like sometimes it can feel like a personal attack.
I would like us to start there.
Okay.
I know that we began with a motorsport conversation, but honestly, for me, our phone call or our phone calls and me doing your shit, you doing my shit, there are such grand, there are amazing things happening in the ecosystem. And I think that this meeting between you and I, both at your shit and at my shit, is really important to note right now. My focus isn't on motorsport. My focus isn't on anything of old, to be honest. I think that you're in a different space. I think that...
And I've had to dig myself out of that space. See, what y'all don't
There you
understand
go,
is...
there you go.
what y'all don't understand is behind all that other stuff, it's a human being. And when there's a big hate train and that people like you and Charlemagne and people like that are
We're gonna get to that.
spearheading...
We're going to get to that
Are spearheading...
later, though.
And people like DJ Envy, who was sending text messages today, but who was one of the people who I thought was my friend, who was up there
DJ
trying
Envy
to...
has never said a bad word about a soul in his life. I just want to tell you who
You're
you're
not
talking
serious,
about.
are you?
Well, I've never heard it. And you know,
I
Envy
thought
from
he was one
Queens.
of my friends.
Envy's from Queens.
He was. I always thought he was one of my friends, and then all of a sudden, it was just a lot of things, and I couldn't believe it. Like that was the one thing that I was just floored. I was just like, "Whoa, him!"
What did he say?
I'm not getting into it.
Okay.
Because my point.
They
was,
have a different version of this story, by the way.
Listen.
And I'm not getting into all of that.
Yeah. Well, when you're insecure, you tell lies. You tell lies because you don't want others to shine based on their talent sometimes. So I am going to tell the real deal. I always have the receipts to prove what I'm going to say. Always. And that'll never change. So anyway, my point is there were a lot of people who I had never said anything bad about, who I thought we were, I was cool with, that jumped on the hate train. And my thing is, when you say things like, oh, well, we're past it, yes, I'm past it. Praise be to God. But
You don't think everyone else is?
But no, not that. What I'm saying is, I still had to go through these things because of people like you who made a sport out of tearing down a young black woman who's done nothing but come in this game with an authentic come up, writing raps, and doing what the fuck was really actually necessary. No Instagram, no reality shows, no sucking DJs' dicks. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then to have people who I would think are smart enough to see that do nothing but tear me down.
You're telling me people are sucking DJs' dicks?
Yeah. People who are smart enough to see that and feel like
That's
it's
a hell of a
okay.
payola.
And I would think that people who are smart enough to recognize that would not join in that. But in fact, it was the opposite. The people who I gave that respect to, who I thought was like, tag, I'm not gonna ever forget the work Nicki's put in. Just like I'm not ever gonna forget the work Jay's put in, or Lil Wayne's put in, or Eminem's put in. Those people,
you don't think you get that respect? Huh?
No, those people came together.
I just shitted on Eminem about a few months ago.
Those people, no, excuse me. Those people.
I beefed with Hov for years.
Those people came together to try to end me. And sweetheart, before I get off this Insta, let me say this, it'll never fucking happen. You can go all of there, everything y'all want to, every witch doctor in the motherfucking world, it'll never fucking happen. Praise be to God. I am who I am because I am who I am. You see, I don't have to go in a room with a bunch of men
don't cut this off.
to create my sound, my image, my anything. I am who I am. Take it or fucking leave it. But I put in the motherfucking work. I put in the work.
Queen.
Good night.
No, don't you hang up now. No. We did that enough. No. We did that enough.
Joe, we're recording this.
You 42,000 niggas.
She could end that, and we'll still be recording.
Yeah, we're gonna end. Okay,
Listen,
we're gonna end it, and you guys will hear the rest of this podcast on Joe's show,
and not on Instagram Live.
And that'll be that. But
Do you take any accountability?
Love you guys. What?
Do you take any accountability in the forming of a Nicki hate train?
No.
Rory, Parks Mall.
No.
Anyone else in the room?
Every time I say something, I'm a barb.
No, you a barb.
How though?
Fam,
Because I didn't agree. Because I didn't agree.
I think
374,000 people tuned in.
That's
Clicked
great.
on us.
Nice.
That's great.
374,000.
I think back to you talking about people on social media and how easily they're swayed with opinions that we can put out there. Back to the Nicki hate train. No, I don't think you started that, but I think addressing it adds to it.
And then when I don't address it, then what? Let people keep on believing lies about me?
I'm not saying it's fair.
You sound crazy. See, you see how that works?
Nick, you can't control what everybody thinks.
I'm explaining something. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
You can say that when it's not you. If I go outside, what's your name?
Rory.
If I go outside in the street every single day and say, hey, just now I just saw Rory sticking a broom up someone's ass.
He does
hold
that.
on.
Yes.
Hold on.
That's a regular
Hold
day.
on.
That was his
Hold
initiation.
on. Listen to me. If every day I go outside and say I just saw Rory in the cafeteria sticking a broom up someone's ass, and then I go on Queen Radio. Wait, hold on. And then I go on Queen Radio where there's millions of listeners, and I said, yo, you know that dude Rory, right? Why I just seen him stick a broom up a nigga ass in the cafeteria?
By the way, it's a wild example.
Hold on.
I'm listening.
I want to know something.
Okay.
Are you allowed to? Should you not defend that?
Nikki,
if you've never gotten a broom stuck up your ass, is my question.
Well, let's ask him that first. Let's check.
Let's ask him that
Let's
first.
check
Let's address this first.
Yeah,
I have never had a broom.
Have you?
I have never had a broom stuck on my ass
but
or
if I go
stuck
on
it in
Queen
someone's
Radio
ass.
right now, but if I go on Queen Radio, guess what? Millions of people, whether they know you or not, will now know, and whether it's true or not, will say you have stuck a broom up a nigga's ass.
Great.
Is that okay?
It's not. But that's not
Should
anything
you
of the
defend
point
yourself? Yes,
of
it
what I'm
is the point.
saying.
The point is, you just told me I shouldn't defend myself.
I didn't say that at all.
So the next
I
Queen
never said
Radio.
that.
So let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. The next Queen Radio, I'm gonna start a lie about you. I'm gonna start a lie about you.
Yes! That's my favorite show.
It's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. Let me tell you something. You might laugh and say it's cool, but when it's a bunch of celebrities out here taking fucking drugs and committing suicide and killing themselves, it's not fucking cool. It's not fucking cool because you niggas think because it's not on you when the heat is not on you. Of course it's cool. If you felt the heat, it would not be fucking cool, my nigga.
Nikki, I agree.
It would not be cool, my
If you
nigga.
think that we have ever wanted you to harm yourself, then I want to be the first to apologize.
You missing the
here.
point. You missing the point. It's
No,
easy
your
for you
point
to
is
know.
that
It's
you're
easy for you
affected.
to hide up under this fucking great America
Yeah, get Rory.
and social media and say you wouldn't care this and you wouldn't care that.
White
You,
man.
Not saying that at all.
I had so many people tell me that, and as soon as they had the fucking spotlight on them, they was ready to slit their fucking wrists. So don't you ever fucking tell me what to do until you walk a fucking mile in my fucking shoes, my nigga.
It's
I'm not.
tough
Period.
Being, it's tough being around.
Period.
powerful.
This is a whole different point of everything that I didn't even bring up or
You will
say.
never know what it's like.
I'm not saying
To
that I
constantly be
have.
lied on, to constantly be bullied, to constantly be attacked. You would
course,
never.
I
And
know.
still have to get in the fucking studio and write your own fucking raps and deliver every fucking time.
I got you.
And be,
Not
and be,
anything of what
successful
I'm
time and time
suggesting.
again
Hey, wait.
after 12 fucking years. You will never know how that fucking feel, my nigga.
I agree with you. I'm not saying that at all.
You ever tell me I
at
shouldn't
all.
defend myself,
Can I-
nigga?
That's
You out
not
your
what I'm
fucking
saying.
Nah,
mind?
you pussy.
Can I-
Rory.
can I-
It's not
Rory,
at
Rory
all
definitely
what-
doesn't write his
Shut
own
the
raps.
fuck
Nah, you
up.
pussy. Rory's pussy.
Can I
That's the
interject
bottom
here?
line.
That's not what I'm
You
saying
still
at all.
pussy. It don't
Can I
matter.
jump in? Nikki, what's
There's
your,
nothing of what I said.
Nikki,
You
who's in
are-
your
Nigga,
top
that is
five?
what the fuck you said.
Nigga?
You said,
No.
aren't you fueling it by responding?
Yes, finally. Yes, somebody else. Get the heat.
No.
No, what?
Hold on,
I'm
get
saying
awkward
back.
now.
I'm saying back.
No,
Everybody
what?
was jokes
No, what?
when it was Joe.
No,
Don't
what?
turn red now,
Yeah. Yeah, you turning red now.
That's my natural complexion.
You turning red
That's my
now.
natural complexion. I was
Fuck
saying
outta here.
off your, off
Unless
your
you
point,
walk a mile in my shoes, you will never know what the fuck that shit feel
I'm not
like.
saying any of that at all, Nikki.
Have you ever been bullied for 12 years straight?
Nicki
I have
Minaj,
not.
you did not get bullied for
Have you
12
ever
years
been?
straight.
Have
I
you
have
ever
not.
been?
I'd happily explain my point.
She been bullied for
I'll
12
happily
years
explain my
straight.
point.
Excuse me, since the day I got in this
Help
industry.
us. Nick, all right, let's talk. Enough of Rory, because you're going to bully him. Let me. You have not been bullied for 12 years straight.
Wow.
Bullied?
And see, and
You
that's
saying that to Joe fucking Budden?
what?
Me?
Yes, you.
I've
I'm
been
saying it to
bullied.
him.
Goddamn.
No, people,
I'm saying it to him and his
people have went-
privilege.
People have went in on her for sure.
And his privilege.
Fam, Nicki has had the fucking luxury.
See, and
The
that's, I'm so fucking glad you said it. And that's why, because people are so secretly envious of people who they think have the luxury of this and this and that they think, oh, who cares if you get bullied? Who cares if this and that happens to you? Who cares? Because guess what? You have this and you have that. So it's okay.
Well, that's what they say.
It's okay, but it's not. You're dealing with a human fucking being and you think it's fucking funny?
No,
And
I don't
you?
think any of this
do
shit
that.
is
Not
And
funny,
you?
not funny,
Nikki,
not funny.
I
Don't
was
do that. Don't do that.
talking
Don't do that. Don't do that.
about
Stop,
You
stop,
and your
stop.
privilege?
I was talking about your point of the
Fuck outta
perception
here.
of people just
outta
running
here,
with the
nigga.
wave on social media.
Nah, I'm gonna have my
And just
fans,
replying and thinking things.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
my
nigga.
fans now start attacking you every fucking day.
Yes!
I didn't say
Yes! I want it! Fuck Rory! Yes! Finally! Yeah!
The fuck out of here.
Well, Nikki, who's in your top five?
All right.
Good question.
Definitely Wayne, Jay,
Joe Budden. Jump off.
You're not number
Wayne,
3.
Jay, Biggie,
Jump off.
Wayne, Jay,
Pound
Biggie.
cake.
You see, and it's weird for me because I'm one of those people that I'm one of those people that do like some of the.
Who's in your top 50? I don't care about your top
Wait,
50.
hold on, and that's actually what we were supposed to talk about on the show, but we didn't get there.
You didn't. I wonder why you didn't let me talk.
I'm one of those people that do like people that may not be big as Hove or whatever, but I could tell their skills, like Jadakiss, I always talk about, or Fab. You're one of them as well. That
Thank you, Nick.
three people that I feel like may not be those type of rappers or whatever, but lyrically, because I know how difficult it is to actually sit there and write raps and consistently have them shits be raps that it's like, oh shit. I am one of those people that will put people like that, you know, high up there in that top 10. But I definitely would never have a top 5 without Wayne, that's for sure. And
I can't wait to tell you
And Jay.
about what me and Rory argued about this morning.
I want to talk about it today.
Wait, quick
Ask
question.
her.
Wait. Hold on, before we go there, because this is the first time we have another rapper sitting with us while we're talking. Better rapper, Ross or Game?
We going back to this.
Ew, don't bring up that. Don't get me fucking started.
That's the same shit. I've been saying.
Anybody that name drops a female to sell 250 albums, Don't ever bring them up to me again.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Where do you rate? Where do you?
shout out to the game.
Your
If you want to start, start a rumor about
shout
Maul
out
too.
to the shout out to the
A
game.
rumor about me.
So shout out to the game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I keep it real. I like this energy. I
nice.
like it.
So shout out to the game because game actually does know how to rap. But outside of that, I look at people being stand up niggas, and I look at who fold quick. And who do shit for attention and do clown shit for attention when they dropping an album and all that shit. My nigga, I won't even go there, my nigga.
Do you judge? Because do you think? Because I'm with you on that. Like, I hate looking at niggas that do things for attention before an album is dropping. But do you feel like that's the norm today with artists to like almost have to create something to do before they drop a project?
Yeah, but you could do it with
but let me
integrity.
tell you something. I think we all do that in our own way. But let me tell you something. When a grown ass fucking man name drops a woman, and this is a woman to sell an album, when I was the only person in your artist corner, when everyone turned their back on them, when everyone was calling them Twitter fingers and cracking up, laughing at them, and you had like my nigga, and I'm the one. I went and sat down in a meeting with Obama, President Obama, and Ross was there and texted dude after the meeting and said, yo, this chick is a keeper. I saw the text myself with my own eyes. This chick is a keeper. She went in a room full of rappers and spoke to Obama, and the first thing out of her mouth was about you and figuring out your probation situation and why you're still on probation after all these years. And then you come out on an album when it's time to sell some weak ass fucking album and try to disrespect Nicki Minaj? What? And now you tried to do it. Now you tried to disrespect 50. Tried to hope 50 would respond to your nonsense this time. Boy, sit your fat ass down.
Police could be rappers.
Yo, I like how you giving it up.
Yo, Nicki, where do you rank
I
yourself?
like how niggas got
Yeah, I rate myself.
Yeah, where would you rate yourself?
I like this.
I definitely rate myself top 10.
Oh, baby.
Top 10 dead or alive.
Okay.
Men and women. I don't think that there's a woman alive seeing me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And people always try to say, oh, because you talk about pussy or whatever. You shut the fuck up. I could talk about pussy. I could talk about the moon, the sky, every motherfucking thing under this fucking moon and rap circles around bitches' heads. I don't give a fuck. And rapping fast don't mean you can rap. So shut the fuck up. And looking ugly or looking like a man don't mean you can rap. So sit down. Next.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
That's that on that.
can I ask?
Oh, go ahead. I was going to
No,
get
go
into
ahead.
to our convo.
Oh my. Oh yeah. Ask Nick.
So,
You
Nikki,
ask her.
Joe and I, we debate about rap every day of our lives. So we were talking about rap crews, and I said I have to put Cash
Just
Money.
white privilege.
I have to put Cash Money at 1 because Cash Money had a second run. We're talking rap crews, Bad Boy, Rockefeller, Rough Riders, Death Row, just that typical rap crew shit. Rap a lot. I have to put Cash Money number 1 because they had the second run with you, Drake, and Wayne. Joe told me Young Money has absolutely nothing to do with Cash Money, and I told him he was out of his fucking mind.
It's not what I said.
What'd you say?
I said that I don't associate whatever Young Money did with their run with Cash Money outside of the fact that they maybe were distributed and Cash Money got paid. I said Nicki, Drake, Tiger, and all of the Young Money crew, I do not associate with Cash Money's run. Cash Money's run was BG, Turk, Juvie, and all the niggas I grew up on, and then it stopped. And then came Drake and Nicki and a whole new slew of niggas that they put on the Young Money compilation project that Baby had nothing to do with. I was saying that one is Baby's mine, one is Wayne's mine, no matter what contracts say. That's what I said.
The genius is certainly to Wayne, but to me, that's just a rebrand of your label with your new artist that was a genius to pick these great artists to continue a run.
Well, now that Nicki is here, ask her whatever you were saying.
So, Nicki, do you consider yourself, well, maybe not now, but when you first got signed as a Cash Money artist per se?
No, I didn't consider myself as a Cash Money artist, but Baby did play a major part in my career. So I totally get both sides, but I don't put them together. I look at, in terms of rap crews, I definitely think Young Money is its separate thing. I'm just thinking if I'm looking outside as a fan, how I would view it. I would look at it as a separate thing. Like once Wayne started his own thing, who he signed, and how that went, and developed into itself. But ultimately, to be honest, Baby and Slim were the first people to tell me, Bob, it's time. You put out an album, So they were very much a part of my whole career and still is. I'm very close to Baby till this day. So I get it. I mean, they've had an amazing run. Like they I don't think anybody pimped the game more than they have to, get that kind of check that they got from that label and stuff like that. And then we're still able to allow Wayne to have his own money, to create his own thing and then get more money. So I don't know. It's weird, but it's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
I can see both sides of that.
Yeah, and in my argument, we tried to compare it hypothetically to Rockefeller. Like, Dame and Jay gave Beans State Prop, and I was like, all right, let's hypothetically say Beans signed Drake and Nicki to State Property, and State Property hypothetically became bigger than Rockefeller. I still attest that to Rockefeller. So I still have to give Young Money, because he gave Wayne that imprint, and Wayne was just the genius that he was to run with it, I still have to give that to Cash Money. It's still Cash Money to me.
I mean, it's under the same umbrella, I guess, same family.
You think we'll ever see something like that again? I mean, no matter where you rank Young Money, the fact that Wayne was the hottest rapper in the universe, right? And then somehow found a male and female damn near counterpart. Do you think we'll ever see something like that again?
No, not on the talent level. Not when. I don't want to say we won't ever. I'll just say we haven't ever. Like on that talent level where everybody can hold their own type of thing. Like it really felt like some superhero shit.
Rory, we have this argument a lot about best clicks, right? And Rory, being the new Jack hipster he is, he does make a good argument for Young Money at number one when he talks about Drake and you.
And Wayne.
That
trifecta I don't think can really be
That's hard to beat,
touched.
even though I don't think y'all are the number one rap crew ever. Even though I think that's a feat that nobody else will accomplish.
If you just put 3 against 3, like if we're doing 3-on-3 tournament, I just don't think you could put Snoop, Dre, and Pac.
That's a big three.
That's a big three.
That's a big three.
That's a
very
big
big
three.
three.
But even then, it's different times because Chronic
Dre
came out.
Dre wasn't a rapper like how Wayne was like.
Yeah.
Dre was more of the overseer and the producer. Wayne is getting down in the nitty gritty and is gonna rap. He can rap all night. Like, I mean, can still to this day creating raps that we be like, how the fuck is your wordplay that insane?
Right.
That's different.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not gonna let y'all be disrespectful to hip hop.
No one's being disrespectful to
And
Dre
of course,
all.
there's nothing but respect and love for Dre. I'm just saying that I think it's a little bit different only because Wayne is the type of rapper where Wayne ain't gonna say, I'm producing this beat or I'm doing these headphones, whatever. He just always kept it on rap. So I think it's just about what you're judging it, because you can judge it based on money, impact, rap skills, talent. It's so many things to judge it on. I mean,
Can I get your honest opinion on bundle packages? Like, honestly. I know you
meaning when someone is selling something with their album?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it counting towards however they count it toward. I know we have to support that because you're an artist. Mm-hmm. But how do you really feel about it?
Well, I spoke on how I felt about it too, but, I think the thing is, even when you can be mad at it, but at the end of the day, it's not selling how albums were selling before 10, 20 years ago. So it's just like, it's sad.
So we got to trick people. We have to sell people a T-shirt for them to honestly tell me. I think it's fucked up for them to invest in our music. I have to sell you a poster.
I mean, I don't agree with it. I wish it wasn't. Like, my first album came out, I didn't have to sell no damn poster or T-shirt or sweater or behind-the-scenes passes for tours. But it's just so now everybody, has right at their fingertips 1 million songs that they can listen to. So it's just like, oh my God, what can I do to make them click on my song? It's just, it's sad, but that's not the only sad thing that has come, out of hip hop in the last year or two. It's a lot of sad shit going on.
What else is sad?
Well, I want to
Just
ask
the talent level.
to that point with streaming now. All right, well, I mean, I agree there.
Yeah.
I agree.
With streaming wise, you think those numbers are more perception now because we really don't know exactly what streams exactly are at this point? Because it's not really
That's
a money
a good
thing.
question to
Like,
Nick, who you highlight a lot of those numbers and those achievements.
Well, I was the one that fought to get streaming to count because a lot of people stole my music and stole a lot of artists' music, getting music for free. So that, for instance, a record like Super Bass, which would have been already probably 20 million sold in the U.S. alone, now it's about 20 million sold in worldwide. Now another song that can come out today can get 5 million sold right away off of streams. And that's because at one point those streams weren't being counted. So a lot of artists like myself took a L because guess what? People are streaming our music 50 million and 50 billion streams, and you're telling me that counts for how much? What? And they weren't even counting it before.
And I mean, that was my question to this point of what does that number even mean?
It doesn't mean, and that's the thing. So many, and that's why like when Jay said, now I look at Billboard like, are you dumb? It's just a lot of stuff is just smoke and mirrors now. You could look at two songs, one sold, they both sold the same amount, but only one of them is being played on the radio.
Right.
So
How important is radio to you today?
the thing is that to me personally, it's not important because I don't listen to the radio. But the problem is that radio makes up for a lot of Billboard charts. So when someone is saying, "Oh, well, your record is this such and such number on Billboard," it's because one of these records is being played on radio over and over, and one of them is not. Yet, if you look at just the people going to buy the song, they equal out. Or if you look at the video, it's more people watching this particular video than that particular video. But the radio is playing this particular song more. So on Billboard, it's a lot higher. Is that fair? Absolutely not. Not in my opinion.
With that, with knowing that information, are there any perks or advantages that you may be privy to due to your radio gig with Apple versus if you did not have one? Like, can you counter some of that with anything else because of your leverage with your radio show?
No, because Apple Radio is not like other radio. That it doesn't even count. Me playing my song on Apple Radio doesn't count towards Billboard
Or a stream, I don't think.
or streaming. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I mean, I meant more so with like positioning, product placement. Remember with Chance, they put his shit, Chance and Black, they put their shit back long after it had been released. Just they tricked the algorithms and it was there.
Oh, you're just saying having a partnership with them.
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm
benefit.
saying. Like if I put an album out right now and I'm down with Spotify, I would expect Spotify to be able to position me in certain ways.
Oh yeah,
that,
of course.
Playlisting,
of course.
front page shit.
Of course, yeah. There's of course there's ways to do that, but I really haven't seen it. I mean, me personally, I haven't really seen Apple do that, and also then Spotify gets mad at me.
Don't talk about Spotify. Don't talk about Spotify. Don't talk about Spotify.
It is. You can talk about Apple. I can talk about Spotify.
That's true. Go ahead. Cook,
Gets
queen.
mad. Spotify gets mad just because I have a show with Apple. So it's
They
like,
should.
why?
I don't know. Corporate bullshit.
Yeah, but there are other people who have shows with Apple who Spotify doesn't have a problem with and who shows them nothing but love and support. So once again, we have people picking and choosing who to pick on.
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there.
I don't really see the streaming shit. To me, it doesn't really like. I listen to a lot of the debates about it, but my thing is at the end of the day, if the music is good, then it is what it is. Because I could stream an album, but if it's trash, I'll never play it again.
But the reason why that's not true is if you have radio playing a trash song over and over and over and over, and that counts to Billboard, that means that counts. It makes one song look like it's a hit when it may not be a hit. It's just that it's getting played on radio.
Actually, that's a great topic right here. Is there still a such thing as a hit? Or is a hit as important as it once was?
I mean,
And how do we identify it today? Is it by BDS? Is it by radio streams? Is it by streaming streams? I don't know.
Here's my thing. One of the best ways I can explain this is that my last album didn't, except for Chun-Li, didn't have a big radio single, yet it's a platinum selling album. That means people, whether or not y'all, whatever, all the shit y'all said and talked about, they went and played this album over and over and over and over. Mm-hmm. Which is more than I can say for people who dropped albums that were getting so much play on radio and album still probably ain't even gold. So to me, yes, a hit is a hit when everything is combined, meaning radio and streams and all those and video streams are up. However, it also goes to show that even when radio doesn't play a song, if you're able to still promote yourself enough, the people will still go and listen. It's just sad, though, that you have to do a lot more work. If radio is not going to play it, then you have to do so much more work to even get your stuff out there because they know they're playing the game. Just like these streaming services know how to play the game, how to make artists kiss their ass and suck their dicks. That's what radio do. Yeah. They try to do these things to make, and until artists come together and say, "Hey, wait a minute, we're the ones working in the studio all night. We're the ones putting our blood, sweat, and tears. This is our culture. This culture belongs to us. While y'all are sitting there making money off of it, until the artists have the balls to come together and say enough is enough and do something about it, this will continue happening."
Do you, as an artist or other artists of your magnitude, if you don't want to speak on it personally, do you intentionally make songs to target radio?
No, I don't feel like I did it. I've made any songs to potentially target radio in a long time.
So you used to, and then it stopped at some point.
I think with my second album, the album that was very, very poppy, I think that probably was when I made songs thinking, oh well, this is the time we're in right now. It was more of a pop time. And so, yeah, it was like a Starships, obviously. That song, that kind of song is something that you make and you think, and you know, oh, this is going to get radio play all day. At that time, you know.
Poppy record.
When it was, everything was about pop. But like on this album, Queen, I just really wanted to make an album that showed my skill more than anything else. Okay. And I didn't, to me, nothing that was on the album even sounded like what was on the radio. So I couldn't be really making those songs to be on the radio, but every now and then you get lucky and you're able to switch the sonically what is on the radio. So sometimes you just got to keep trying.
Right. So do you think in the future, because on a lot of your past projects, there was like a attempt, like it'd be half pop and half like you rapping your ass off. On a future project, do you think you would still attempt to do poppy stuff? Or?
No, I don't think any. I only did that on one album, which is the second album. My other albums, I didn't do like half pop and half rap. It was all
natural.
Rap and R&B and like stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, which we kind of talked about on Queen Radio about having to go in the studio and be like, yo, this is the one I'm trying to make for the hit. Are you in a rapping space now?
Let me interrupt real quick and just because that's a great question. I want her to answer that. But I want this to rock for a minute while y'all have this conversation. I play that while y'all are having this conversation because when this came out, this record, it was another record. There's a few records on there, and I said, yeah, Queen's Nick. I would love to hear like one of these Queen's Nick records as a single.
I want to hear the whole album of that.
Which was kind of my question now, because I think you're in a space which we kind of had that conversation. I'll leave it off for us, but just artists being in a situation now where you're established, you don't need to try to chase any sound at all. You create the sound and just make what you want to make. That was my issue with the Eminem shit because I felt like he was chasing. And I don't think you did that on Queen at all.
Oh, so she's the perfect person to have this conversation with. These niggas be saying because, pardon me, these niggas be saying because people are established acts, right? And because people have core fan bases that they should be able to just drop whenever they want to drop no single, and just do what they want. My argument to that is
Not space I was asking. So continue.
Right?
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. Go ahead.
My argument to that is, you niggas, no matter how big or small, are brands still, and we got to bring back a buck. So yeah, the fans may feel like, man, just drop it. We want to hear the album. Mm-mm. But the artists, and this came up with Ross, but we've had it with a bunch of people. The artists and the label, or whoever's involved in the money making of it, y'all got to sit down and try to think of how to bring a buck back, no matter how great the music is, no matter how big your core is, right? So I'd love for y'all to have that talk.
Yeah, I don't like I was saying, I don't think that because Ross has such a set fan base, I don't think that there's a record that he can put out that's gonna sway his fan base's opinion on getting his album or not. Like we were saying, imagine if we had heard Gold Roses and Big Time the night that the album came out. Like in that order of that album, we would have been, and I mean it's still a good album, but those records we heard for a couple weeks, so we don't really listen to them when the album come out.
Well, why I didn't want to bring up Ross because they're in two different categories because she's a megastar. Mm-hmm. So that's really why I want to ask her if you can go in there and think, well, I could just put out the album I want to put out.
Shouldn't it apply more in the case of a megastar or less? I'm asking you.
I would think so.
I'm curious to ask because Ross is going to do what Ross is going to do. Mm-hmm. That's going to happen no matter what. Ross is a rapper that does what he does every single time he puts an album out. Mm-hmm. You being a megastar to that theory of, well, I'm going to just go in and make the shit I want to put out and put it out. Rather than have to feed into, well, I need to put out my single, I need to put out the second single, I need to put out the video. Album will come out a month from that. We're going to shoot a whole bunch of content, and then I'm going to put the date out. Is that something you think you can do at this point? I'm just going to make the album I want to make. I don't need to chase nothing. I'm going to get all my queen shit out. I'm in rapping mode right now. That's what I want to make. I love Pills and Potions. I love Super Bass. I love all that shit, but that's not the mode I'm in now. Let me just put out a rap album and drop it. Do you think you have that luxury?
Yeah, I do. But I don't think it matters whether you drop singles before that or if you don't. I think if you want to make an all rap album that's just gonna hit your core, I feel like you can and should do that whether or not you put out singles anyway. I personally don't want to do the surprise thing because I had never done that before up until this last album, and I didn't. A couple things just weren't handled right as well by management, but I just personally don't want to do that, like just drop an album without putting music out. But I just started working on it technically with a new executive producer who I'm excited about. So technically we're just getting started.
Is it Swiss?
Okay. No.
If we guess.
Wait, what I missed? New album. What happened? What I missed?
No, we were discussing just putting the album out as is or doing the single thing, and she was saying, she's not have to do the surprise thing.
Yeah, I don't feel like the surprise thing works for everyone.
Ariana Grande got to come in the scene before we get a surprise album. She's gonna tweet Ariana.
No.
How's Ariana?
She's fine. I don't feel like I want to do the surprise thing again because it's a lot comes with it. I think it's good for people to have because so much is happening and people's attention span is off. Sometimes I feel like it's good to give them a date, whether it's far away or close. I think it's good to give them a date. That's it. Are we done?
I'm about done. I would like to know what you see in the future for Nicki Minaj.
Well, I see more music, more touring, marriage, children,
you got a
TV
tour coming
shows.
out, right? Next year?
I'm gonna have to do the American tour when the album drops, yes. I was supposed to do an American tour, but I thought it made more sense to give people new music and just so that the tour could be fuller. It would have been so dumb for me to just go and start touring again after that European tour. So what my goal is to put out a dope album that the fans are gonna love and then tour in America. I have some other things that I may do as well, but I don't want to talk too much about it. But I also want to get back into the TV space, not necessarily on TV, like American Idol type of thing, but just like having, a visual for Queen Radio and stuff like that.
But no matter what, you are going to continue the music.
Oh,
You
yeah.
started with that.
Yeah.
Do you think the management change has added a lot to that?
I don't know if it's added a lot to that. I've always had my same goals, but it's definitely added a lot to my peace of mind, to my happiness. It just sometimes you just need a switch, and it doesn't take away from the great things that you've experienced with other people. It just sometimes, you come to that that turning point, and the more you stay with someone, whether it's a relationship or business, the more you stay there, it's like the more fucked up shit happens, because you're getting signs by God to move on, and you just need to move on.
Is there any up and coming female rappers that the masses may not know about that you're paying attention to? Like, yo, she's next.
Well, I did the Megatron challenge, and I saw a lot of female rappers. One of the girls, she won the Megatron challenge today, and I think her name is something like Malibu Hannah or something, and but I'm gonna shout her out so that everybody will know her actual official @name and stuff, because she just won $10,000 today for doing like the best rap to me for the Megatron challenge. So she did the freestyle, and just the way she approached the beat and like changed her flows and like seemed so hungry, and it was just so many things. The New York vibe, it was so many things that made me be like, I like this girl.
You was campaigning with Malibu Mitch from the Bronx at one point, right? Female rapper, I think I saw.
I wouldn't say I was campaigning, but
you was
I
like her.
Yeah, I like
yeah.
her. I like her a lot. I think she's pretty, and I think she can rap. Mm-hmm. I like her vibe. I think she's a dope person. Yeah.
She's dope. Yeah.
I don't have any more questions. You ended with Rory asked you about your management, and you started talking about just peace of mind and mental health and things of that nature. Earlier, you started talking about when you were checking Rory, you mentioned all the rappers that are, going to jail or killing themselves or being murdered. How is your peace of mind?
Not necessarily rappers. I was saying, people. When you see people like Amy Winehouse or Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson and people like that, right? I think that people laugh at these people because they think to themselves, oh, you going home to a mansion, you're rich, you're this, you're that. And they don't stop to realize this is a regular human being. This is a human being. And it's not okay. It's not okay to pick on anyone overtly, consistently. And then, when they do speak up for themselves, they end up looking crazy. Because it's like, okay, how are you gonna win against, these trolls, these internet trolls, who want you gone anyway. But mentally, I'm great. The thing is with me, the reason why I feel like people do not understand my strength is because they don't understand how much of a spiritual person I am. They don't understand, like, I grew up in church. I know how to pray. I know how to, I see things before they, even happen, and I'm never gonna give these people what they want. I'm never gonna give the negative people what they want.
This is my only negative question, even though I don't really think it's negative. Do you still think that Atlantic has it out for you, or is that over with?
Well, just go ask the 3 girls that came out and said that they were asked to diss Nicki Minaj if they got a deal with them. Just go ask them.
I don't know who they are.
Oh, go Lady Leisha. How do you pronounce her name? Yeah, Lady Leisha. Lady Leisha. I had posted a video one time, and she literally said that. I think that she turned down $250,000. And then 2 other girls said it as well.
And do you think said morning show is in bed with that label?
Who?
Do you think the Breakfast Club is in bed with that label and it's kind of added to that?
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do? You such a fucking bar. This nigga, man. This nigga's a fucking
Well, at least he has the balls.
I hate these
At
niggas.
least
I
he-
swear to God.
Everybody can't be a barb just because they don't think like you think.
First of all,
Joe.
I've been said. I think
That doesn't
you,
make me a
I think
barb.
you and I think the Breakfast Club is in bed with Atlantic. I've said that on this show a million times. Not just to do with her, just in general.
He has.
So this has nothing to do with Nicki. I just think they in bed with Atlantic.
Okay. I ain't saying a word.
I think
I
you guys
appreciate
play
you.
Monopoly together and hang out.
I appreciate you for saying it because a lot of people just don't have the balls to say it. And then when I say things,
well, I deal with broomsticks, Nicki. So
yeah,
it's
true.
fine.
And we all gonna start that rumor. You know I'm about to.
I mean,
I'm here to embrace it.
Is it a rumor?
I'm gonna retweet it.
Sounds like a fact at this
He
point.
did
I
have
don't
a
know.
lot of brooms in his kitchen when I went.
Yeah, we didn't know why. He had a
Why do
vacuum
you need
and
5
4 brooms.
brooms? Your kitchen's not that big. It's fine.
No, but it's just certain things that I see, even with your ex, boo academics.
Yo, why did she keep doing that with ass?
The history.
Don't you see that it's some similarities with that too, like with how he acts and like, it's just weird. But here's the thing. This is what I want to say. This is what I meant to say on Queen Radio today.
Before you start cursing me out, I'm telling him to come on.
When does this show come out?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay, this is what I want to say. I would feel so fucking crazy if I had number ones and Grammys and ain't on nobody top 50 list.
Let me listen to that again. I would feel some type
That's a
of
bar
way
somewhere.
If I had number ones and Grammys and what? You don't. But you were on the top
No,
50 list.
hold on. I'm not talking about myself.
Oh,
And I'm
This is a shot.
wait. Let me do the math.
No, and hold on.
Let me shut up.
And hold on. Let me say this. And let me say this. We just sat here and spoke for an hour, and also I've seen stuff on the internet about this top 50 thing. Have not once seen anyone say, "Well, does he have a Grammy?" Yet, the Grammys have brainwashed us into thinking for years that the Grammys are about what? Talent.
Right.
Well,
So I'll leave
Who the
leave
fuck
that on
ever
that
believed
note.
that?
I'll
know
leave
that's
on
not
that
true.
note, and I'm not going to answer any more questions about it. I'll leave on that note. I'll
Everybody
leave on
knows
that
that.
note.
Wait, before you leave,
Yeah.
now that we're on my platform,
Yes.
let the Barbs know
Oh.
that you just be showing out for the camera sometimes, and that you've done that curse out in private to me, and that you really love me, but you just had to set some things straight. Like, give them that. Come on. Don't leave with
But the
all of
Barbs
this.
know I wouldn't even be here. The Barbs know me enough to know I wouldn't even be here if
Like, if I were still suicidal, they may have pushed me off the ledge.
Oh, okay. Well, Barbs, leave him alone.
Thank you.
We've had lots of great conversations for many times, actually, behind the scenes.
This should have happened. Me and Nick have been talking about this happening for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so I've
I'm
been
really
over
glad
it.
I'm really glad that it was finally able to happen. Even if you cut my mic off, I don't give a fuck. That was great. This is great. I like this. I like this.
Me too.
It's a different. You got to something is different about you.
Everybody, don't everybody keep on saying
Something is different about, and that's
Everybody
really
keep
why.
on saying that.
Everybody is in my mention saying, "Why would you go on Nicki's shit? You know she's petty. You know she got smoke."
Oh God.
But I was coming. You said case study in there, and I think that's the appropriate term. I was coming because it was a case study.
Yeah.
And it's something is different. I haven't pinpointed it. And him
Well,
and I
I think-
haven't spoken, but something is different.
I mean, I think
Something is
when you
different.
when you have happiness inside, then it's just like it comes out of you no matter what. Like, I'm not a grudge holder, and people always think
You're
that
a grudge holder.
that I'm madder than I am. I just like to clear the air about stuff. I like to speak about stuff. I like to defend myself as a woman because I don't think people understand. Since I've gotten in this industry, I've had to constantly defend myself over and over, having people close to me lying about me and stuff like that. So it's like, you end up having your guards up all the time. But ultimately, I'm not mad at anybody. Even the people that I did name, whether it's Charlamagne or Envy or academics, I'm not mad at these people. I just want them to know that be careful. You know, these are human beings that you talk about. These are human beings that you tear down on a regular basis. And how would you feel if this was your daughter or your sister or whoever? So you just have to think about that. I'm not asking to be praised about everything. I don't even praise myself about everything. It's most of my songs that I do, I can't even listen to them after, you know, I'll hear all the mistakes. Like, I'll overthink and, you know, overjudge myself. So I don't expect people to love everything I do, but I do think that it's clear when there's something called the Nicki hate train that I'm not just pulling something out of the sky here. This really did happen. This was something that went down within our culture, and at some point, someone has to start owning up to it.
Can you ever fix it?
I think it's already fixed now, to be honest.
No.
I mean, in my opinion, I'm just focusing on, you know, I'm gonna focus on making great music and doing what I have to do. And along the lines, you know, if anybody wants to speak to me, I'm always available to speak. I don't have anything to hide. And that's
I would
the whole
like
thing.
to see you on. I don't want to call it a reconciliation run like Aubrey went on. But that was kind of dope how we watched
that's not happening. And I gotta go, child. I gotta meet.
I gotta go, child.
Ladies and gentlemen, the queen.
Yes. Thank you for
Yo,
sitting with us.
Hold up.
guys, Rory.
What's their names again?
Rory,
Fam.
Mal. I appreciate you guys for having me.
We appreciate you coming
and
in.
for holding me down and for defending me and all of that when Joe was getting cute. Period.
Yeah, they killing me and
no,
Rory online right now.
Y'all
we
should be
trying to-
getting killed for dick eating.
Why?
Because we didn't walk out.
Because
Nah, they 100% supposed to walk
Are you
out.
No, we
serious?
not. No, we not.
They 100% was supposed to
Now,
walk
why?
out.
Why
I
was
don't
we
even
supposed to walk
understand
out?
that. Let's
Why?
fair. Everybody ain't built like Joe. It's all right.
No,
Everybody-
when you went on,
first of all-
hold on.
No,
I ain't trying to keep you here for this.
She leaving
They
going
said-
to
When you went
everything.
on, when you went on that show, and that clown was shitting on me and Rory, you ain't get up and leave.
You was a little comfortable too.
Hey.
You was real
Yeah,
comfortable.
now it's hey, I know.
You was real
Yeah, when that clown was talking crazy, yeah, you ain't get up and leave.
No, you was like, word, yeah.
Your man,
Y'all are
your
like three
man.
crazy brothers who love when the other one is getting roasted. So you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Nicki
get it.
Minaj. We will
Thank you
look
for having
forward
me.
to
And
your
I appreciate that
album.
we can
We
still-
will look
listen, we
forward
still
to
were able-
everything.
after all that craziness happened, we still were able to sit like adults.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
talk, and
Because
that's-
we're
and that's what it's all about.
adults,
I appreciate
Nick.
you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We would have it no other way.
I know, but
We need a
just-
pick.
Did you get your pick, bro?
Not really, because you guys.
Did you flick it up?
You guys jumped right in.
No, you guys actually made me sit down to do that.
I didn't make you do anything. I was getting a solo pick.
A solo pick.
Solo pick.
You got a solo pick
That's
earlier
nasty to
too.
get a solo pick. Yeah,
You
you
had
were
a solo.
solo.
You had a solo pick earlier.
Did I get a solo pick earlier? I was escorted out of the building.
That was the pick.
From some
No, it
nigga.
wasn't.
That was the pick.
Some nigga looked at me and was like, come this way.
Yeah, that was the pick. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, yo, come here, man. Walk this way. You can't say that about her here.
That was great. And I thought y'all was just going to go talk real quick. Next thing I know, Joe not coming back.
Word.
Fam, Joe was never coming back.
Yeah, fam.
We didn't.
I saw that whole exchange. I thought
Fam.
y'all was taking a second.
Joe wasn't coming back.
Yeah,
if I
alright.
can't talk, what the fuck I'm coming back for? You two barbs sit there
That's
and do
what.
what y'all
No,
doing.
you got Joed. That's what happened.
I know that that's a common thing.
It's
is.
not.
Joe lets people talk. Sorry.
Not all the time.
You don't get Joe.
You yell over people a lot.
No, I'm having a beef with the term Joed. Joe does let people
She
talk.
was she was letting you talk, but she just knew that you was gonna try to
I
dance.
don't know what it was.
No. She was
More.
she was letting him talk, but every time he tried to seem like he was going away from it, she tried to go back. Like, no, did you say this or did you not say this?
People cannot believe what she's saying.
No, no. You speaking of something different. I'm talking about the clip she was playing, and then you was trying to get away from that.
If you cut the clip off, then what the fuck is the point?
She was
Like,
talking
what do you
about
mean?
that
I
part
was
of the
saying
clip.
that
What you said?
How Joe talks, I say things and then I expound.
Yeah, but she was talking about that part of what you said.
Okay, but let the clip play.
Okay.
Because Joe's point stands. I'm not saying you didn't know who was going to be on the record. I'm sure you knew Cardi was going to be on the record. And I'm sure Nicki does like to be with the new bitches. Like, I think the narrative has changed. But I think if she got the call from Quavo or whoever made the call and said, yo, got a record, it's a hit, Quality Control album, Cardi's on it. She ain't saying no. She's going to do the verse like she did. it ain't until you hear what Cardi is saying. My point with Act was this is 4321 LL Cannabis all over again. Mm-hmm. And that's what I would have liked her to address.
She did though. Well, here.
Not really.
No, she did. She said that nothing goes out without her hearing it first.
Well, no, I think which we never got into on Queen Radio or in here. Yeah, of course, it's Nicki. Even if it's not Nicki, you clear your records that you're on.
Right.
But at some point, you have to find out. Of course, you cleared it, but you still may not know what happened until you get the record.
And I mean, we respect. Listen,
that goes.
we respect women here.
That
so,
goes. All right. Let me put it this way. That goes to the Push and Wayne shit. Push did his verse for Ross. He didn't know Wayne was on it yet. He cleared it. He heard it.
Right.
But at one point, you have to find out that someone else is on the record.
Listen, and my point was, let me just
Nikki,
make
if you're
point.
listening, this isn't me saying you're lying about anything. That was a whole separate
She
point.
gonna fuck you up.
I'm not saying she's lying about anything.
I just didn't like her hanging on to the one point she may have been correct in while we said a whole bunch of shit. Yes, okay, you knew she was going to be on the record. That kind of further proves the point that I was making on Everyday Struggle, that you were speaking directly to her. Watch your man. You should watch your mouth. Bitches is pressed. Administer mouth to mouth. I don't know if that verse goes that way without you knowing who's going to be on the record. That was my only point. And then later on, Cardi came out and said, come on, fam. Why were you dissing me on this record? So my point to Nick was, listen, I'm down to be the sacrificial lamb. Kill Joe, because I talk about the shit. But you can kill me. Joe don't take it personal. I've been killed for 20 years. But niggas is saying what they're saying because the person you were on the record with substantiated it. Not because Joe was fucking speculating. Niggas didn't run to Nicki Minaj as taking drugs because Joe speculated. They went to it because her ex said something. And I would have liked for the conversation to get there. That's all.
No, but I think what she was saying was when you added to it, you're somewhat giving it some relevance and giving it some validity.
She's correct. Joe's voice is strong.
But
Joe is
she
polarizing.
Was just saying that, she was just saying that, and you wasn't agreeing.
No, I do add to it.
No, but she just said that. And
I
you was
add
like,
to
no.
it. I add to it. It's my job.
No, it's not your job to add to a rumor.
No, it's my job to speak about the happenings in hip hop, not to add to a rumor. Every twice a week on the podcast, I come on there and just guess some shit. I come on there and just tell you what I think by what I'm witnessing.
Yeah,
that don't mean it's true.
Right, but then...
And I never want my word to be... Normally, I start with, hey, I don't have facts. I didn't speak to nobody. This is my opinion. That's a preface for a reason.
Yeah, but I think it went left at Queen Radio because even when she addressed what you said, you still came back and was like... It made it seem like
no,
you're
I
saying
didn't come
she's
back
lying.
and say anything. I wasn't allowed to say anything there, but that's fine because I told y'all, or I told Rory, or I told somebody on her platform she should do whatever she does on her platform.
Well, no, our plan in the morning today was let her steer everything for Queen Radio, and we'll do our shit on the pod.
I wanted to answer whatever it is that she had to conduct up there, and I'm glad it went that way, and I'm glad it went this way here. And what people pull from that is what you pull from it. But I thought it was important for both of us. And even though she personalized it, I thought it was important for other reasons. Mm-hmm. I thought it was important more so in the Apple Spotify dynamic. Mm-hmm. No, I kept saying as soon as we pulled up, y'all feel like niggas is watching us?
Oh, yeah.
I was saying that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
They should be. They should be.
I would like to know if Larry Jackson is in Queen Radio at all times. I would like to know that. Like, why did Larry Jackson have a look about him? I don't know how much y'all were paying attention in there.
I was.
All right, am I the only one of this belief?
I was casing.
I cased that whole Apple
multiple
operation out.
Down to the guys on the laptop on the walkie.
Yeah, the only one that was really happy to wave to me was Andre Harrell's son.
Yeah, but wearing an emotional orange shirt.
But you understand why?
No.
Yeah, you gotta understand why. Man.
I don't.
You got to.
Help me.
Well, we're doing what we're doing on this platform. She's doing what she's doing on that platform. So it's kind of like like you said, you looking, you watching, you studying, you observing, case studying. So it was a lot of that. I felt that when we walked in. Absolutely, but it should have been. I wouldn't expect it to be any other way.
But for me, it's in conjunction. Like, none of y'all niggas is my enemies.
No, but it's not. It wasn't
like,
an enemy
Apple,
thing.
you're not my enemy, even though I don't get money with you.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Jackson, you're not my enemy. We're not in that. I mean,
But I don't think Larry was in there with that in mind.
shit.
Nah.
Enemy,
I don't think so.
I think is
Not
a strong,
enemy's a strong word,
I don't
Rory.
think that's
Don't
specific.
do that. Larry Jackson's face was a lot different than I'm used to seeing it in Aruba on Instagram.
Well,
That's
Joe,
a fact.
Anybody in Aruba, his face is going to be different than in Queen Radio.
But my question is,
I've seen your pictures
Why?
of Turks. Your face different.
my question is why?
Case studying.
Yeah, I think case study. She brought that word up earlier today, and I think it's kind of been the theme of this entire day.
Yeah. You got to
I
kind of,
think, Larry Jackson was in there for a case study. He's an extremely smart dude that was there with a podcast that is probably at the top as far as this shit go on a whole nother platform.
Oh no, we the top.
So yeah, of course he's there to see what's going on.
case studying.
That's not an enemy thing.
Yeah, no, it was. Listen, enemy shit, get out of here. That was case study. I felt it.
Using the term
I know
loosely.
I know
don't
what you're saying, but I felt it when we walked in.
Hiding under cars to
Nah,
shoot
I
at
felt,
us.
no. I felt it when we walked in. But I
Larry
expected
seems like
that.
a
I didn't
nice guy.
expect
When we
anything
walked
else.
in, when we pulled up.
Yeah.
Why would the Apple niggas in the other building was looking through the window?
They got to see. They heard them boys was in the
Am
parking
I
lot.
lying? Come on.
They were.
Fam, the
They heard the
entire
Glass window so you can see
the
everything.
entire time it felt like them boys is on campus.
They felt like, yeah, you know how it is, man. You know how it is when all American walk on campus.
And
The
then-
Patriots are playing right over there, practicing right over there. You
You gonna try to get a peek? Yeah, you gotta see what they doing,
what's Brady
what they
doing out
running.
there?
You don't think
What
I'm gonna
defense they sitting in?
film your shit?
Yeah, come on, man.
Boys in the Hood had some records, man.
For sure.
I cannot believe that I cannot find We Them Boys Wiz Khalifa in my laptop.
Yo, your Serato is super ass.
Yeah. Nah, your iTunes is insane.
I didn't set it
I mean,
up,
your
by the way.
your Spotify.
I
is
didn't
insane.
set it up, by the way.
I like this choice better though.
How long it take, Jeezy? Niggas wasn't outside when that record was out.
Do we rank Jeezy in a group?
No.
No way. No
Nikki
way.
was right.
I'm joking.
You do
guys.
things with broomsticks.
Yeah, that was
Leave the broomsticks alone.
Yo, I enjoyed every single moment of
Leave
that.
the broomsticks alone.
That
bro.
shit was hilarious.
She really gave it up on game, didn't she? That was
Okay,
that was the part.
No.
she was talking about-
She was talking
I
about
thought
Ross.
she was talking about Game the whole time. Then she switched. I was like, oh wait, you're talking about Ross.
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was talking about Game in the beginning.
too.
And
Wait.
then she switched. I, said, oh, you're
she
talking
was
about
reverting back to
she
the
was
bar
so-
that Ross said.
Yeah,
He
on
said,
Apple
I told
My
Meek I wouldn't trust
Nicki. And that's why she was talking about, she saw Ross text Meek at the White House like, yo, she the one, bro. So she felt slighted, like, how you text
I
your
was
man
gonna
that.
jump in, but I wanted to let her get off. But Game is the king of that.
That's why I thought she was
That's
talking
why I
about
was
Game.
confused.
I was gonna jump in, but I was like, once I knew she was talking about Ross, I'm like,
But game rides for her.
yeah, no,
That's why I was
cool.
confused.
Yeah, they're cool.
And I was just talking. I was more so, she went straight to the personal shit. I was more so just talking on the skill level. Like I thought she would have gave me that, but it's whatever.
Y'all don't think, and I meant to ask her this, but y'all don't think Nicki would benefit from never harping on any of the things that she may have an issue with from back in the day to remind
That's why
people?
Rory got killed.
Joe, relax. That's
Yeah.
exactly why I
That's
just
how
got
he
killed.
got the brooms.
Yeah.
That's why I have rooms in my ass, or I was.
But
burning
I
someone
do
else's
think
ass.
I do think in listening to her today, I did a lot of listening when she was
Me too.
talking. She Queen Radio was her way of saying, you know what, I need a platform where I don't
my
want to
shit
sit
out.
with nobody and be interviewed. I need a platform where I can speak my piece and get my shit off because I'm tired of these narratives being written about me and people running around with these things about me that are not true, but I can't address all of them. So this is my voice, this is my platform, and I'm going to get it to the people.
And I know I was laughing through that.
But listen, man.
And I agree with her through everything. While I think I was making a different point, I was trying to add to her point of the internet being stupid and just being with whatever opinion you put out there, they'll sway to.
Mm-hmm.
That was my point to it. Everything she said, I didn't disagree with. Like, she made a point that was...
The broomsticks, though. You disagree with that.
Parks, I said what I said. Parks, I said what I said. Everything she said, I agreed with that. That wasn't my point. And she made great points there. My point was, hey... You're talking about the internet swaying to whatever opinion just gets thrown out there. So you putting it out in that world, do you think that has ever affected how people perceive it? Yeah. And then that turned into her making her point that she wanted to make. Yeah. I know I was just the outlet to get that off.
You were.
Which was fine. Yeah.
Damn,
and she made great points.
Some smoke at Ross.
Yeah.
That threw me off a little bit.
She threw a couple little jabs. I don't know if you caught them all.
No, I know she was doing a lot.
Yeah.
That I don't know if I was catching them all as it was happening.
Yeah. No, I caught all of them.
Yeah.
I caught the Queen Radio joint, the ghostwriter shit. I don't know if y'all caught that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if you caught that one.
They've been tweeting us that one first.
Oh, have they? I'm not looking at my mentions.
I just feel like Nicki would benefit so much by never talking about any of this shit.
But I said that
I said that on here. All of you guys are gonna get a broomstick in your ass if you don't shut up.
That Queen Radio show went that way. I thought it was and it's not my place to say because it's her platform, but I thought it was the fumbling of such a grand opportunity over there.
I don't think it's fumbled yet, though.
Nah.
At all. I
Nicki
really don't.
needs to know nobody cares what happened with motorsport anymore. It's over.
Well, I asked her when you had left, I had asked her on Queen Radio, I was like, I mean, at what point do you just not care? Like, I know it's your character and all that, and I appreciate that, and I know you cursed me out about me not knowing because you're a megastar. My mentions are nowhere near yours. So I was just asking at one point, who do you care about? I totally get you saying, all right, people that I helped build and all that shit, saying shit about me. Of course. Why would you not? Those people you loved. I'm just trying to figure out at what point do you just stop caring about the people that have a fucking no Avi?
I'll be honest.
Right.
The other day, when you were at Mouse Rory, actually, this is the conversation we were having when Chance called me. And I won't get into our conversation because it's not important.
It was a good combo, though.
But he called me to talk about that.
He called y'all.
He called me.
No, I happened to be there.
Rory just happened to be at my house, but he called me to speak about whatever it is I said about him on the podcast and mental health and so forth and so on.
Okay.
And I'm conflicted. I am. I come from the generation and the era where we react to things a certain way. And that's just how we're built. And even if we're not built like that, the industry kind of raised us to pretend to be built like that if we're not.
Yeah.
I don't even say the industry. I just think
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, different times, different climate, different, just life built us different. Today, and I do, it's tough because I do empathize with these niggas. Like the shit that Nicki was saying, the shit that Chance was saying on the phone to me, the shit that a lot of these newer acts, this shit affects them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I have to remember that I'm the minority. Like,
as far as like thick
skin, sensitivity, just understanding of the ecosystem of the internet. Hey, y'all say what you want.
You've been a punching bag your whole career, self-inflicted or otherwise.
Yeah. So it's not fair for me to like have an opinion when it comes to that. When she sits here and says, "Fam, I'm affected."
Right.
But everybody is. You're affected by it.
I mean, and not even to get into that Chance convo, but what I said when we were talking about the Chance thing that made him call.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Erykah Badu.
I'm not really affected.
I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I work this hard on a project and I put it out to the world and it's me, if I feel this project represents who exactly I am at the moment, and everyone shits on it.
But I asked her
it's
directly.
Me. I'm putting the world out to me, and you're shitting on me.
I asked her directly if she felt like she relinquished, or not just her, but artists relinquished that right of caring about what people say when we sign on the dotted line, and she said no.
Yeah, because she was speaking.
She said
from,
no to my face.
Yeah, because she like she said, at the end of the day, all of this money, fame, shit, we're human. And she was like, when people start just spreading lies about you and creating their own narratives, like naturally, I don't care how much money or fame you have, that's gonna affect you because that's
you
not
got
true.
your bar. You bought the album. You didn't buy the person that created it.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a great bar.
Like no,
Yeah.
really good bar.
Thanks, Parks.
So yeah, you understand how it's like we're human first. I just happen to be creative and make music or make, clothes, whatever it is that you're creating. Like at the end of the day, you lay down in bed, you go to sleep at night, you're a regular human being.
I can understand why a lot of these superstars don't use social media.
Yeah, because you can't.
Explain to me. Tell me.
Tell
me more.
You don't see like Kendricks and Dr. Dre's and all these guys. They don't really use social media that often.
I don't even like to use. I want to have this talk. I don't think that Kendrick can be used as an example in this talk.
They're afforded the luxury of not having to use it.
I think Nicki has that same luxury.
I
think Chance has that same luxury.
Slow down, baby. Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Great that you think that.
Yeah.
And this is my point about what Maul thinks about Ross. My question to y'all is, do you think that she thinks that? Do you think that Ross thinks that?
Well, I mean, we could go back on the pod.
Because Nicki's a fucking star. You're right.
But
and we basically just had to talk, fam. You ain't got to do all that.
Right.
And she said,
But Joe, I said that on the show months ago. I said the only thing I didn't understand was why is Nicki even respond? She's such a superstar. It's a lot of shit that she should just be like, I can't even hear that.
You guys want a broomstick in your ass so badly.
Yo.
That's my only take. That's my Maul, you're right. That's my only takeaway from all of this Nicki shit today is that I just think, and it's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. She can scream at me. She can kick me out. I think she would be better served.
Yo, Parks, turn his mic off.
If she didn't really, you know what I mean? If she didn't really.
No, and I understand, and because I said that months ago too. Like it's a lot of stuff she doesn't even need to respond to. But
you're getting married. You're getting married.
But you do have to understand where she's coming from when she says, "But you can't just keep sitting there letting people run these lies about you." Like at some point, it's like enough is enough. Like y'all keep running these lies about me. I know that y'all created this Nicki hate train.
You have to pick your battles,
and she chose to pick hers.
I know, and that's kind of where I'm at. If you pick different battles,
pick.
Yeah, but when you throw on the Meg shit, he's out lying about the Meg shit, fam. It's playful, fam.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's a fun song. Yeah. You niggas is having fun, fam. It's not a malicious.
I'm with her on the motorsport. Yeah, tell your story there, but that Meg shit of us talking about that.
We weren't being negative in any of that.
No. But
I didn't think that was one that.
I think that was an extension of just a buildup of a bunch of other.
But she addressed it.
Right,
She addressed it. She said because of the other shit.
Yeah, it's just a buildup.
It's become a pattern.
Yeah, it's like people just gonna run these stories about me.
Yeah.
So we dick eating crazy.
It's crazy.
Y'all.
Oh,
Dicks and brooms.
That's not the name of this episode.
That's the name of this episode.
Dicks and brooms. But listen, let me give y'all the floor so y'all can address some of this shit because y'all been getting attacked. I'm not attacking you guys. I won't attack you guys. I love you guys.
Okay.
Do y'all want to address? We don't have to.
We talk about them staying at the station. Oh, all of us staying at the station.
What is there really to address?
Yeah.
It's nothing. Listen, man. People are first of all. You look at what people are saying online. That doesn't bother me. It's just that I like to look at the way people think.
Right.
Like when people tweet things and they post things, I'm also paying attention to the way their brain is working.
Right.
Like we were supposed to walk out.
But they weren't armed with the information that she was coming to do our podcast.
But this is why people should not be so quick to just start saying shit on social media because you don't have the whole picture.
Right.
You don't have the whole story.
All the questions that we wanted to ask during Queen Radio, we were saving for the podcast. Yeah. Joe also did not leave. There something happened on the side, and we were under the impression that Joe was going to come back. Yeah. So we wanted.
Because he had left before. He went out to smoke.
Yeah, we wanted to continue.
No, y'all pussy.
Shut up.
Y'all just pussy. Just claim it. It's fine.
I just want to know. I want to ask the internet a question.
Ask them niggas.
So
they about to kill you.
Kill
Every time you say you want to
him.
ask the internet a question, it's going down.
Fam, I already have to get ahead of this broomstick rumor.
Rumor, huh? Why did you have those 5 brooms in your small kitchen?
I mean, you never know. I'd like to know when I leave Drink Champs, when they talking wild about my friend, and I say, hey, I'm not going to be present when you talking about my mans, so stop. and you don't stop, and I said, all right, well, I'm out, I get killed. Then when I stay in a super harmless situation that y'all are only getting audio from of everyone hanging out, I get killed for staying. When we do Bum Ass Brilliant Idiots collab however many years ago, I get killed for defending Joe. Today I'm getting killed for not defending him. Can y'all make up y'all fucking minds?
What you say, DJ Envy? I'm live recording. This is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast. How are you?
How are you? I just say you really handled yourself pretty good. I just have to say that.
Yo, Envy, you want to be friends again?
Really, really good. I'm proud of you. I'm just calling to tell you I'm proud of you.
Thank you, because your man is hitting me, telling me texting me about he can sense the pain. Let Charlamagne know there's no pain. Everything is okay.
I'm really like I listen to it. I'm like, Joe really handled that well, because if you go left, then you have to go way left. And the bad part about people don't know is that we're really the same, come from the same family. So it's like beefing internally, but you handled yourself pretty well. I'd have to give that to you, sir.
I don't think her and I ever got into our history at all, did we?
Oh, she told us.
No, I mean
a little bit.
Her telling y'all and me telling y'all.
Well, no, we got into the web shit.
I heard her saying I was jealous or something because I didn't pop off.
She thought you might
and
have
I
been
heard
jealous.
you two bitch ass niggas sit there and say, "Nah, I feel you."
I definitely know. I 1,000% say.
Nah, you right.
Hey, Envy, I ain't check my niggas, man. I don't know what's going on.
You ain't gotta check me. That nigga, he gonna have a whole different tone when this come out and hear what she was saying about it.
1,000% said no.
Yup, true.
Nah, Envy, somehow she did bring, and let me tell you now before you hear it on the line, she did bring some smoke to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody's ever beefed with Envy but Rory. Like, why is Nicki?
Yo, Envy, I just want to be friends again, man.
No, Rory loves you. But I said, yo, Nick, Envy has never said a bad word about anybody.
I know. This is that we were friends. I honestly, I don't know what you consider a friend. I don't know. Joe Budden, I hit you on your birthday. I hit you to see how your kids doing. You know, that's a little different, but it is what it is. Rory, are we friends? I didn't know.
Envy, on my side is great.
Okay, we friends, but me and Rory's friends. we all friends.
I hate interviewing niggas that make me like kind of have to be friends with you niggas. Like, I'm like, yo, man, Envy didn't mean none of that.
but all I ever said was, I like when she talks this spicy. Just put it in the rap. That's all I ever want. I love when she talks like this. This is did it on them. This is when she talk that shit. I love it. But I want to hear it in the music. That's all I said.
Listen, I held it down. I got kicked out of Queen Radio for all of us.
No,
nigga.
you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Fam, you walked out of a conversation and didn't come back.
I just called to say you handled yourself well, sir. That's all I called to say.
Envy, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that.
Tell my friend Rory I said goodbye.
Bye,
Yo,
nigga.
Y'all niggas is phony.
How?
Y'all niggas is phony.
You think I really had people?
Y'all niggas is phony, B. Y'all niggas is phony, B. You niggas is phony. Hey, Save All, niggas can't talk about me no more, fam. Nah, y'all niggas is phony. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all phony, B. Y'all phony. That was definitely industry 101 right there. That was some industry ass conversation.
I've been trying to piece up with Envy.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That was some phony ass shit right there.
I like Envy.
That was some phony shit right there.
There's a lot
man.
I need to know.
That's some phony ass shit right there. Pops, that was some. You don't smell a phony baloney in the room, man. Yeah, that was phony baloney, man. That was a lot of baloney. I'm not saying you.
Why are you saying? Oh, because Rory, right? Nah, for real. Come on, Rory. Nah, dead ass. Dead ass.
That was such an industry conversation.
It was.
What would
Rory,
have
right?
It's all good.
Rory?
Why you keep saying Rory, right? Yeah, that was some industry, but it's all good. Whatever.
It's all good.
Envy. I feel like there's some type. Anytime a Nicki talk comes on, I feel like there's like Queens alumni that chimes in. So Envy is kind of
because
like,
everybody
yeah.
because
Everybody was there.
there's so much personal history.
Yeah, it's like,
I get it.
yo, none of us will really, like, we're not ever going to disrespect each other, really, because niggas know the vibrations. Mm-hmm. Like, niggas know what time it is for real. This is for play.
And that school of Queens is different.
Yeah, we not fam. I wish I could talk
without
to y'all.
saying a lot.
I wish I could talk to y'all about this, man. But, I mean... I saw Scott the Animal tweeting earlier, and then Joe and Nicki is family beef, man. Y'all just mind your business. I'm like, nigga, I just got kicked out of Queen Radio. You telling niggas to mind their business.
Shout out to Scott, though.
What the fuck is he talking about?
But she still came here and did this, so it is family. See, only family would do that.
Listen, we dicky and we industry. I'm cool.
I'll give it to her. I didn't think she was coming here.
I didn't think she was.
Nah,
either.
I did not think she was coming here.
She came earlier than I thought she would.
She told me
when
she
we
would.
got in the sprint, I said I got a dub. She not coming.
No. She told me she would. She said I gave my word.
All right, so who's industry now?
I got. Wasn't standing. You Parks was standing right there.
I was standing.
Yeah,
next to you.
she said I gave my word. I'm coming to do it.
Yeah.
So I got to take that word. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
No,
gotta
I took-
respect
no,
her for that
I
because a lot
took
of
her
people
word.
will tell you they're coming no matter what.
But
No,
they're not coming.
I didn't think she was coming. Just schedule.
I'd have dragged
She had
her
another
to the
interview.
fucking
She had
heavens.
another.
I would have dragged her to the heavens.
Why?
Had she not shown up here?
Why? I'm just asking you a question. Why?
Because we were doing a
swap.
trade, a swap, like rappers do for verses.
Like motorsport on Everyday Struggle.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, hey, I don't want to do your shit first because I feel like you're not gonna do my shit. And she said, no, I'm gonna do your shit. I said, are you sure? So that was all. That was all. But she did that shit.
She
I
did
give it to
that
her.
shit.
I listen.
And she
I
really
give
chilled.
credit where the credit is due. She did it. She handled it well. She spoke unequivocally. She spoke without quarrel, without hesitation.
She had a little quarrel, but
I didn't see
She
it.
was candid.
You guys
She
are
worded
smarter than me.
herself well.
I don't know what that word means.
Well, that's why.
She just
Quarrel, I
worded
thought that-
herself
Well, that's
well.
why she has her show, because I feel like that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to be able to do that, and I don't think she felt like she can do that if she sits down with other people.
And people were laughing at me. I thought it was important to let her do that.
Absolutely.
I thought it was important to let her do that. She's done that to me a million times over the phone. I guess I'm probably kind of used to it. But I thought it was good. I thought she needed to get that off for her fans. I thought that I symbolized a lot to her fan base, and she needed to check it. It didn't matter that she had checked it before, if we've talked before, none of that mattered. I need to let the fans know that this is what time it is.
You're so generous.
I'm saying that's
we're
what
not
she.
even doing the Queen Radio shit.
I'm saying
That's
that's what I
bullshit.
thought that she wanted to do. Outside of that, for a minute, I applaud her for coming to.
I thank her for coming because I don't think that megastar category that we talk about and put her in be down to do this shit.
Yeah.
I think they run from it.
Yeah.
So I have to applaud her for chilling.
I applaud her because she knows my affiliations. Like she knows I'm fly with Rem. She knows I big up Cardi. Like she knows all of this and still came in saying, "Let me set a few things straight just on my accord." I applaud her for it. It took guts. There's something different about her.
I think she's.
There's
I think it is what
something
I've
I'm
been
gonna
saying she
figure it
needs to
out.
do, and she needs to recognize that she is who she is. She's Nicki Minaj. You got to start acting like it. She wasn't acting like that for a moment.
Do you think she started it now?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I'm gonna spend the rest of the night trying to figure it out. Something's different.
Definitely.
Something's different. And I like aggressive chick energy. I do.
Absolutely. I love it.
I do.
Yeah.
I like that she said I rap better than these niggas.
Yeah.
There's a few things that she said I liked. I didn't like her kicking me out of Queen Radio and cut my mic off. But other than that, I mean, it's cool. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's why Joe don't do interviews. I always get kicked out or walk out. I never really sit there and enjoy the interview, like drink some water. Like,
You do get kicked out of a lot of
I'm
interviews.
telling you. I think that's swag though. Like I like that.
You
I do.
like getting
It's
kicked
cool.
out?
Yeah. Nah, getting kicked out is kind of cool.
I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I do think it's dope.
I'm rolling with you on that.
What have you been kicked out of?
I walked out of tax.
They said you got kicked out. You didn't.
I
get
walked
kicked
out of
I was
Ebro.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely walked out of that.
The Migos walked out of you.
The Migos walked out of me. Well,
They was
I
about to
walked
walk
out of
on
we,
you.
we walked
Actually,
out
no,
of
you
that
walked out of
together.
that. Yeah, everyone walked out.
Yeah, then they got mad at me. Like, I don't be wanting to talk to niggas.
Fam, your whole
You
new
do wanna talk
platform
to me.
is
It's not
it.
true. It's not
I was
true.
gonna let you and her
Yo,
go back and
see,
forth on that shit, but you saying you're not trying to talk to people and have a whole platform
are
of trying to talk to people. I
Joe.
can't roll
You
with you.
say on
that.
every show, I'm trying to get this interview. I'm trying to get that interview. That's trying to talk to niggas.
Those are the okay. All right. Then I'm using the word niggas wrong. When I'm using the word niggas, I don't mean the niggas I want to talk to. Like I want to talk to Ross. I want to talk. I do. I would like to talk.
Yo, Parks,
Anybody who I've ever beefed with or
cut his mic off.
had something going on with public, like I welcome that dialogue. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
But the rest of you niggas,
You want to talk to some people.
yeah,
Okay.
but I should talk to Nick. I should.
I like a Nicki interview.
I should talk
I
to
like a
Ross.
Ross. I like a Ross interview.
I don't think I go out of my way to speak.
Why
to
should you talk to Ross?
There's a lot of game in there.
I was about to say the information I think that would come out of a me and Ross convo, I don't think comes out of a Ross and Ebro convo. I don't think comes out of a Ross Breakfast Club, Ross Ange, no disrespect to anybody, of course. It's just different when another artist is speaking to you.
Yeah.
That's what makes my conversations different. Artists gonna think like artists no matter what. But that don't mean I'm rushing to talk to a whole bunch of people. I mean, I don't paint that. Do you think that? No, I ain't trying to talk to a whole bunch of people.
No, I'm just saying. You said I don't want to talk to these niggas, but you do want to talk to some of these niggas.
Some of them, 100%. Mm-hmm. Listen, regardless of not whether or not niggas feel like I be beefing with people, I've always felt like Nick has been important.
You would be crazy.
I mean, you
not
can't
to
really,
think,
you can't really say she
Like,
hasn't.
what do you want to say? What do you want me to say?
Kind of impossible.
Yeah, I mean, you would be a hater to say that her role is not important in what's happening. I want to talk to those people. The end. Is I can name a whole slew of niggas I want zero to do with. Like 21 and under rap. All that shit.
Fair.
Let's keep it on women for a minute. Missy Elliott is being honored. Missy Elliott is being honored the way that she should be honored with the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award at the VMAs.
Give her some air horns.
Yeah,
some
round 100. Round of applause. Come on,
the
don't do
above.
that.
Yeah.
Come
If
on.
anybody
Missy's
deserves
a
it.
legend.
If anybody
a legend
deserves
amongst legends.
it. Yes. She definitely took the video bar to another level.
She took every bar.
She took a lot of bars to a lot of levels. Won't even talk about all the hits that she's written for a lot of other people. And that's why Missy,
mad genres of
Missy
music
is like Missy should, for all that she's accomplished and done as a writer and just
producer,
Yeah.
not just writing.
Yeah.
she should be a top 50 candidate.
Oh, she should be a top 25, top
If you want to talk
20, top.
Production artist shit, yeah.
But I don't know what list it is. I don't know what the name of that list needs to be for us to do that. Because we always do, all right, top 5 rappers,
She's
top 50 rappers.
She's on.
She's not that.
I'm not talking about beat makers. She's
gotta
on the
put artists.
producer list. No, she's on the producer list.
I would say artist. She's one of the
But
top
that don't even
artists.
big up her writing.
Yeah.
I'm
why I said
adding
artist.
in the writing into the production at that point.
All right, then that don't count her own catalog.
That's why I
Like
just
there's
said
always going to be
artist.
something we missing with
She's one of the
Missy.
top artists.
But who does a top
And
artist list?
visuals, just
Well, you need to.
Total package.
I think
She
and-
don't get her flowers, man. She don't.
She don't. I
She
recently
don't.
did her discography because that's still a thing that I do is go back and listen to everyone's discography, and she's got a really good one.
Missy shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And,
shout
and
out to
videos
Missy, man.
wise, and when Busta stopped putting his all, just because at some point you relax
Right,
after
right.
you've done what Busta did with videos.
Yeah.
Missy took that torch and said, "We'll be fine, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got everything covered."
Yeah. Yeah.
She definitely deserves it.
Yeah. She
So
deserves
congrats.
all of the flowers.
Congrats to Missy.
And this is just a hit. Like this ain't even digging
Right.
in. And that's Missy Runs right there. That's her writing. That's her production.
Bruh.
Where do you guys put Virginia in production ratings?
We've had this conversation before, I think.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you tune into episode 237, Rory.
Kill me with my own shit.
Hi.
2?
Not
1?
2, but
I don't think niggas really remember, is all I'm saying.
Niggas remember that.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't think they remember, like, the real impact of some of this stuff.
Shit.
colossal records.
Fuck it then. I'm letting it rock. Fuck y'all.
Before there was Hot Girl Summer, there was Hot Boys.
I'm bringing this back. Maul. Nas used to do this.
What you mean?
Because I think last week or 2 weeks ago, you was like, you said something, and me and Rory was like, no, we like when Nas does the other shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what our conversation was,
refresh
but
my memory.
niggas don't give him the. Come on, man. This ain't one mic.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like
This
when
is a
I like-
poppin' R&B artist on their first single remix. He killed.
I'm a Nas fan
Niggas
that
don't
likes You
look
Owe
at
Me.
Nas like that as the nigga that's gonna kill the feature of the hot R&B artist. But come on, man. I'm letting it rock.
Get your mama's house shot up, bodies all chopped up. When them bodies pop up, I ain't getting locked up. My Bentley cruise the block with the sunroof top. Hood rat jumping on my jock, cause I blew up the spot. Crushing your bins, crushing your navigator system. My QB piece, make y'all niggas tuck your shit in.
It's Nas in your area. Tear it up. You scared of us. Real niggas, they be. Hey! Hey! I'm so happy for her, man. Let me hit the round of applause button.
Call that
man.
nigga a fun toy.
Bitch, call me that last weekend.
There you go.
It's like, ooh, I'm a fun toy.
Fam. Nah.
Nah.
Yo, it's always cute when you can tell it when a chick start liking you.
Yo, what's wrong with him, man?
What? I'm wrong. I hate you niggas,
It's
man.
always cute
Yo.
when you can tell when a girl starts liking you.
Yeah, man. I ain't
You
gonna
gotta ask him
lie.
sometimes, like, you like me, right?
Nah, you liking me.
Yeah, you liking
feel
me. You
My
like
phone
me.
lit up. Y'all ain't like how Rory and Maul did. I'm like, yo, you like me.
Oh, is that
You
she was
like
sticking up for
me.
you?
Yeah. When they get overprotective, yo, why Rory and Maul ain't say something? Like, chill, boo.
Yo,
chill,
what
chill,
was?
babe.
I just want to know what was me and Rory supposed to do?
Not be pussy.
Oh, how was that being pussy though?
I'm telling you what the internet said.
Fuck the internet.
If the internet,
niggas is
I'm
niggas is
not about
tweeting
to
me with
explain
long
to the
toenails.
internet.
I don't respect niggas with long toenails.
Fam,
When you
that
got
was
to-
the most calm fucking environment we were ever in. There was nothing wrong. It was theatrics
Yeah, I
going
don't
on.
think
It was a
people know that.
show
I
going
don't think
on.
people know that.
Like, y'all are trying
People
to
are
say there was
stupid,
like
man.
war going on.
Yeah,
we
it
was chilling.
Yeah.
Joe
Wasn't
walked
that.
out for a second.
Yeah.
We was chilling.
Joe loves to walk out.
As Joe walks out now.
Like, no, I'm with the internet jokes. It's fine. Me and Maul are pussy. We're horrible friends. Everything y'all are accusing me of, I've done.
Just don't approach Maul in person and say that though.
Well, that'd be my funny
'Cause
thing.
that'd
I
be a
saw a lot of
different-
people. I
it'd be a
saw a
different
lot of
problem.
people I know making comments that see me every single day, and that'd be my funny shit.
Oh yeah, well, we gonna have a talk.
How come all the people on the internet say all these things, and then I walk around every day?
It's just conversation.
I don't stay home like Joe. I'm outside every day.
That's cool.
I'm mad accessible. Why
They
are
were
these things
subbing
not?
you?
Why are these things not said to me?
Damn.
I don't understand that part.
Park said, "Damn."
Damn.
I don't understand when I'm face to face with you too. That you met you don't, not a word coming out your mouth, and all you do is tweet.
You can tell when Rory had that sip. Look, he talk-
Little whiskey. Got a little.
This is just beer.
We know what that Jameson does.
Guys, I'm pussy. I'm pussy. I don't fight. I've never been in a fight. Never knocked anyone out. It's cool.
Sorry, man. Don't let the internet get you riled up.
yeah, Rory.
You guys think I'm riled up?
No.
Yeah, like I think
You're not pink, so.
That's my natural complexion.
Yeah.
We're still podding.
Listen. See, Monster, you guys should rap something. That was really a moment you guys had, man. Don't even do it.
He's right.
Listen, I'm getting the fuck out of here,
This
man.
motherfucker produced one episode and Need to Know, and now
Nah,
He
they
got
got
one little ad.
like 60,
He
70
got one
something.
little ad deal over there. Now he want to tell niggas how they should
Yo,
do it.
I don't like the structure on this one.
Yeah, I just tried to picture how this podcast was sounding. We had a whole bunch of white people with laptops like Nicki had. I seen about it.
That was
all,
scary.
That shit was
That
weird.
was antitrust.
I'm not
man.
gonna lie, I was
telling
weird.
you.
The antitrust.
That was Facebook.
I was coming to talk to Nicki Minaj, and I'd seen a whole bunch of niggas
Yeah, that's how they move up there.
Joe
with
had
laptops.
Joe actually.
But
had
that's
a
how- but
Really,
you
I
know
felt
funny?
like we had to agree to terms and conditions
No,
to even walk in that
that's-
motherfucker.
I was about to give you your flowers there. I said Joe had a really funny joke when we walked into the Apple people. When she said, "Well, you guys can walk in here and hang out where you want," Joe said, "Well, do I have to agree to the terms and conditions?" I started dying laughing.
Did she laugh? I didn't feel like she laughed.
She did.
She gave me a little
laughed on
chuckle.
the inside. On the
Just gave me a
inside.
little inside chuckle. All right, I'll take it. Who else will bring you the interviews that you need to hear?
But I feel like that's how our shit would feel if we recorded at Spotify.
Crown.
If we recorded at Spotify, that's how our shit would feel.
That's a fact, Mo.
Yeah.
If we recorded
If we
at
went
Spotify.
corporate.
I feel like our shit would feel just like that.
Yeah.
We can't afford all those people with laptops. Every person had a brand new MacBook.
Yeah. They work for the company.
That's
It's not
expensive.
theirs. It's not theirs.
What else is
There was
happening?
at least $500,000 in that before we even got into the $1 million studio.
Word.
It was a nice studio, though.
It was nice.
Very nice.
What else is happening in the universe that we need to get to? I'm really disappointed that the Money Heist is ending for me on Netflix.
Oh, Maul ran into some static with that Rich Paul rule because
Why you ain't hit me? I got you, my nigga.
Because he represents a lot of athletes and he doesn't have a bachelor, so I know he was really upset about that whole thing.
Ma, I've been so busy. What is happening with this Rich Paul stuff?
Well, they was trying to, because I think the sporting world,
World.
honestly, they see where it's headed. They see that
They see the vibration.
They see that players are starting to have this camaraderie. They're starting to support each other, and they're starting to support people that look like they do.
And they're starting to really just a lot of players. Brandon Jennings was maybe the first one to try to get around that 1 year whatever rule, but now they don't give a fuck about that 1 year rule. Yo, fam, hey, I'm gonna go work at ShopRite for a year, and I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna still train. Like they don't care what they saying.
Yeah, and I think that the bigger wigs, they didn't like that. They didn't like what they saw, so they tried to move the goalposts a little bit. They tried to move the goalposts and implement a rule that agents would have to have a bachelor's degree and this, that, and the third, because they know obviously Rich
I don't
Paul.
like that.
He didn't.
That's like
I've-
coming out and
I've-
saying all the rappers need a high school diploma. Or
Exactly.
college. Like,
exactly.
don't do that.
Exactly. But it didn't last.
I've seen a lot of bullshit and smoke and mirrors. That is the most blatant fuck out of here I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. But that's
why
why
on
it
earth
didn't
would
last.
someone need a fucking bachelor's degree to represent an athlete?
Yeah.
But that's why it didn't last a week.
Especially when it's built or based off the success of someone. I could see if someone got jerked real super crazy by somebody and they were like, oh, no, we got to
I
do
think the
something about this.
NCAA
But-
is nervous because I think finally people are really seeing that this may be one of the bigger scams on planet Earth.
That's a fact.
And not even
And they're trying to get ahead of it even with more bullshit.
not even NCAA. It's the agencies. They see that the bigger name players are now going with other people, Rich Paul, who they can relate to. They come from the same type of backgrounds. And they're looking at it like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this might become a problem. Like, we might start losing out on opportunity to represent these bigger athletes because they want to go and be next to Rich Paul, LeBron, Maverick Carter, and the rest of these guys. Who are we left with?
I'm so mad that like I'm about to be 40, so I only have but so much time to see the results of black staying with black and just supporting black and black business and black money and all this shit that you talking about. Like, I do really think that there's a future in that.
What was their explanation of it though?
Some
Of
bullshit.
the rule,
Probably.
they were
You're
saying
like,
that
I'm sure. Well, how do you justify that?
because they were trying to say that they didn't want players to be potentially be mismanaged because people didn't have certain information on the way business works, and they tried to make it a whole.
You know how I know more stupid people that have a college degree than smart people that don't.
Yeah, it's like the amount of people I know with a driver's license that can't drive at all.
Yeah, I know a bunch of people with driver licenses that can't drive.
If I pick the niggas I know with suspended L's, they'll get y'all off the road.
I would say a majority, jogging my brain, of the people that I know that are stupid have college degrees.
But you know what it is too. See, the thing about Rich Paul.
It's paper. Hey, that's what they said in the Money Heist. That's what the professor told Short. It's paper. It's just paper.
I went to college. I had a minor in marketing. They didn't teach me one thing about marketing.
And
I learned that all on my own.
I'm paying for my son to get a business marketing major. Like, fam, how about
This degree doesn't tell you how to market?
Come talk to your dad. I'll tell you exactly how to market.
Experience will always
Yeah.
be the best teacher.
Yeah.
Getting thrown
Always.
into the bullshit and trying to figure it out to survive,
It's
to
gonna
pay
do
your
more.
rent,
It's going to
will
do more
learn
than
you
the
way
professor.
more than it will to sit in a classroom.
I talked to Ian about that so much. Like, throughout our travels and throughout our journey, the amount of Harvard business, all types of niggas that we be across from, that I just be feeling a little equivalent to picking up my knowledge in the streets and just other places. Like, It's no longer a space of we're feeling inferior because you have these academic accolades. Like, nah, we gonna get this business done, nigga. It don't matter where we come from. I think Rich Paul does a good job in representing that. I fuck with LeBron because of that. Like,
well, it's just surrounding yourself with people that can relate to your upbringing and your background and where you come from. Like, and you know, with Rich Paul and LeBron, they understand where a lot of these athletes come from, and they understand, you know, the things that they go through, and who better than LeBron to kind of, you know, grab these younger athletes under the wing and say, yo, listen, this is what you got to look out for. This is what you got to plan for. This is how you got to protect your future. This is how you should move in the media. Like, stay out of these situations. Like, athletes are going to be like, yeah, I need to do exactly what Braun did. Here's one of the biggest athletes ever, and we've never heard about him being in one scandal off the court.
Which is most of management. Like, you can teach yourself, you can read a book on how to do contracts. That's not so much a talent. That life shit, like, learning out of necessity and learning out of choice are a total difference.
Right.
If I learn out of necessity because I have to and that's the only option I have, I'm sure I'm going to retain a lot more information than if I'm sitting by choice because I had the opportunity to go and learn at this class. It's not going to be retained the same.
Yeah.
Like, when you have to do it out of necessity to eat that day, it's just a whole different plan.
That's a fact.
I'm rolling with that manager before I'm ever rolling, or agent, whatever you want to call it, well before I'm rolling with the guy that read the book.
Yeah.
Sidebar, I know this is this has nothing to do with nothing, but I really enjoyed talking to Juicy J at Queen Radio.
It's a legend.
Has nothing to do with nothing, but man, Juicy J don't get the credit, the props, the anything, and he just still remains so graceful.
Humble.
He be chilling.
Yo, that nigga's different, man. He's different. I'm saying it as somebody who called him for a verse on whatever album that was. I think I put him on a song with Lloyd Banks.
You did. No Love Lost. Yeah.
But I called him as a nigga who just met him and said, hey, let's rock. And he sent the verse.
Yeah, quick.
He was there.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
He might have sent 2 verses if I remember it right. He sent the verse to another beat too, and we just picked.
No, it was just one. You're thinking of Twista.
No, not Twista. I know that.
Twista did
I know
too,
that.
yeah.
I know. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But like such a stand-up.
He also did it very quickly, by the way.
Juicy J, right?
No, Twista. Sent his shit back immediately.
raps
It was
pretty
2
quickly.
verses.
No, we was. I still feel bad about that.
Yeah, we put him on an SLV record.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. And
Twister
we put
was
him
on
a
She Don't
remix.
Put It Down, right?
She Don't Put It Down and Tell Him Something.
The She Don't Put It Down remix was not an official leak. And
Oh,
if
it didn't come out?
It was the 3rd one, so he might have
shit.
felt the way about it. And Tell Him Something, Amani put it out without, you know what I mean? So he might still feel away.
I just listened to that verse the other day.
Twister, what do y'all rank? Top 50?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all put everybody in the top 50.
Twister would have to
love-
be tough.
His
Love
impact
Twister, I don't know
is-
if I put
Nah, his
him in the
impact
top
is too
50.
high to not put in the top 50 somewhere.
Top 60.
Nah, I'm putting him in the top 50.
Top 60. Tim Moore, he made
I'm
that next
freestyling.
10.
I'm just freestyling. Because that's why I emphasize the top 100. Because
I don't think I
Why
put
do rappers
Twister.
feel like being in a top 100 like in the 80s is like a slight?
It's not.
Like, you know how many
It's
people
not at
have
all.
came in this game?
Word.
Well, that's why I emphasize the top 100 because I do think that I think a lot of people know 50 rappers well enough to be able to grade them or say where they stand. Common, we was talking about. Like,
Yeah,
niggas
I
ain't
was
talking about
shocked.
Common.
Yeah,
Common's
this
in the
morning it was
top
at
50.
breakfast.
Yeah,
I was like,
Moses
I ain't
in the
see,
top
I ain't
50.
see Common on no one's top 50.
Yeah.
Not one person.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but once you start getting in the top 60 and 70,
Well, that's why I'm saying I can't put Twister. I love Twister. He's just not in top 50 to me.
listen, we're not doing the top 50 debate
At
right
all,
now.
at all,
What
at all.
else? What else do we have? Is there anything else
your
pressing
man,
that we have to get to?
Well, not your man, but
PJ Morton?
no.
Oh.
Dude died in prison. I don't think he's dead.
Epstein is dead, Rory.
They
No,
killed
he's
him.
not.
They killed him.
They
Yeah.
killed him.
No, they didn't.
Or they let him kill himself.
No, they killed him.
That motherfucker.
They said
that
it was a-
motherfucker is chilling.
Fam, they said it was a camera malfunction. Get the fuck out of here.
He is chilling somewhere right
Like,
now.
oh damn, the camera broke. Man.
Him
He chilling with
somewhere.
Pac in Cuba. They chilling.
Pac's in Aruba.
You love her.
I don't think
Him.
Pac would hang around.
Pac is not chilling with
I didn't say they were together.
Pac-
They're just on the
Pac-
same island.
Oh, okay.
Pac getting head in the whip without crashing it, man.
Have you ever got
tripping.
roadhead though? It's mad hard to drop.
Pac is alive. But we're not talking about that right now. Pac is alive. Who was you talking about? Epstein. Epstein chilling means that a lot of other powerful rich people are not chilling. So I don't think they was
got
letting
out of
him.
there.
I don't think they was letting him chill.
Nah, they did that one pretty.
No,
quick.
you get
And
out
they-
of here.
And they did it kind of.
You got to go.
They kind of did it right in front of our eyes.
And I think they told him in some way, come on, man. You know you got to go.
Yeah.
Yo, having that come on, man. You know.
I think, and at that level of operations, I think that's the game.
Yeah.
I think it's like 24 Jack Bauer. Sacrifice yourself, homeboy. You know the vibrations.
That's a sick vibration.
I don't think he tried to. I don't
though.
think he tried to kill himself, and they took him off suicide watch quickly because the lawyer said so, only for him to kill himself again.
Yeah, no.
I don't think killing yourself is as easy of a job as people make it out to be.
Especially in prison.
In
prison is
yeah.
very tough.
Yeah, nah. So I mean, nah, he's out of here.
But I
believe
mean,
it.
they did Whitey Bulger that way too. Like
You Whitey Bulger reference, damn.
Rory ain't like that Nicki Smoke.
No, they did. That motherfucker came off the plane. You a known snitch. You put right into the feds, and they was like, "Oh, he got away from us, and someone killed him." Like, no, you put him there.
Yeah.
Like, you're well aware of who he is and how he's hated. You're putting them there for a reason, to get killed. You can keep those inmates away from other people if you want to. You just don't want to.
All right, let's prophesize for a little bit. Do y'all think that he would have told on anybody?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
But
joking,
no, but
I
they
was joking
said
about
it.
him still being alive. But
But they said it. There's
no, he had
his
to go.
his case his charges naturally now, but he mentioned some people in his case though, so that those people are still being investigated. That's what they're saying. Like obviously charges against him are now, he's no longer with us. But they're saying the people that he mentioned in his report when they interviewed him, like they're still investigating these people. We won't know because it's not public information. But they're still going after some people that he named.
I read an article in Times. It was speaking about all the things we know about Epstein's suicide, and they spoke a lot about his estate, who controls it. How we don't know. How there may be a fight for it. They spoke a lot about how his suicide would play part in the ongoing cases of the victims, because certain files are sealed and certain files are unsealed. Like I don't know. But it was a really good article in the Times about all of it. I'm too much of a conspiracy theorist to think anything other than what all the conspiracy theorists think.
Yeah.
And I do believe that if you know too much and there's a chance you'll spill the beans, that niggas in high positions are going to make a phone call about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why Bernie not getting elected.
Yes, that's when I got there.
I'm with you.
Is there anything else pertinent? Is there anything else pressing? PJ Morton's album was disappointing. I don't know if that's pertinent or pressing. I'm just letting y'all know that after such an amazing single, which is Say So,
With JoJo.
what an amazing fucking single. What a
a really
great
good
song. One of the better songs I've heard this year. For you to follow that with this mid, man, I thought it was mid. I
ain't listened yet. I downloaded it, but I ain't listened.
It's R&B shit, man. There's a couple grooves on there, but it ain't that Say So vibe that he was giving us. Did anybody else put music out? Is there any other music to be discussed?
No, that Friday was.
If not, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Nothing that I could really.
I'm all dying to go hang out with his LA friends.
No, I'm dying to
He not
lay
inviting
down.
us.
Tired as fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Tired of sitting down with Nick Rain.
Fam, we've been at this shit for how many hours today?
Yeah, it's been a long day.
We on 9 hours
Yeah,
right now.
fam.
The Kings.
The Kings. I know. I know. Kings gonna wrap all this shit up, and it's another 10 minutes though.
All right, so shit. Well, let's wrap it up right now. Goddamn it, ain't nothing else to get to. Let's wrap it up. This was a very eventful day. I want to thank Nicki Minaj and her entire team for just everything. Everything was great.
Yeah, they were definitely.
It was great,
good
even if
squad.
even when it didn't look great, it was great.
It was great.
It was great. It was awesome. She didn't have to do that. She could have been anywhere in the world, but she was here with us.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yo, I just checked my mentions and my IG. This shit is
Yeah, you
hilarious.
pussy nigga. Yeah. Hold on, let me hit the Rory drop on these hoes. Yeah, I mean,
Approach me.
Get that out there. Listen, today was eventful in LA. I didn't even get to come in here and talk about LA Mall, but I'll save it for Saturday. I got a feeling the Saturday pod, Woo!
It's gonna be a lot going on.
Whoa! Get me to Astoria. Where is Parks' living room? Oh, man. Jesus. Niggas don't even have last words. Niggas just said,
We forgot to, prayers to Sebastian Telfair, man. He was sentenced to 3.5 years for his gun case. It's unfortunate, but that's what happened. 3.5 for Sebastian.
Hold your head.
Prayers out
Yeah.
to Bassie and his family. It's tough, man.
Indeed.
Be careful with these women you deal with, man. That's all I gotta say.
what happened with him and women?
Excuse me?
What happened with him and women?
His baby mother took the stand.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
against
Yeah.
him.
He was doing some shit and then he got ratted on.
He wasn't. He was moving his guns that he legally owns from one house to another.
Then why'd he get 3 years?
Because he
'Cause
got
you can't
pulled over and
transport.
he had weapons in his car.
Then he didn't legally own them.
No, he legally owned the
He legally
guns.
owned
He
the
just
guns.
didn't legally transport the guns.
Yeah.
And
Which I don't know.
You
New
can't be
York-
riding
you know,
around with a bunch
come
of
on,
guns
You know
in
New
your
York
car like
laws.
I can't transport my guns if I own them legally.
No. Not just in your car like that, no.
How do you transport them then?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
I mean, you would have to do some...
Is that right?
You might have to do some paperwork.
He
of some
legally owned guns.
Yeah, but you can't...
That ain't right.
You
You
can't,
can't
have...
roll
but,
around in New York. I
like
don't know
the
if that's
type of guns he had, silencers, things like that. Man. You can't just have those in the trunk talking about, yeah, I'm moving to my new crib.
I don't like when women do that.
That's
don't.
why I said be careful
as
with the women you
someone
pick.
who's experienced something similar, I won't pretend to have gone through that. I don't like when women do that. That's fucked. If y'all break up, don't start telling the police where all the drugs are, where all the guns are.
That's why I said what I said.
all
Be
the
careful who you
dirt.
lay down with.
Come on, man.
Everybody ain't for you.
Oh, you telling me? Don't worry, we're gonna heat this podcast up in a few weeks.
You got a poll for us, Joe?
Listen, man, I want to thank each and every one of y'all. Again, I want to thank Nicki Minaj and her team. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for listening. Y'all also could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all were here with us. Until the next time, I bid you adieu, farewell, peace, hasta la vista, goodbye, adios, all of that good shit. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Remember, she is not cute. She is young. She is not thick. The bitch is sitting on a fucking sink and her thighs are spread on that motherfucker. What else do we have? She's not funny. She grew up with brothers. She's not protecting her peace. She's avoiding accountability and failing to realize how her actions have a negative effect on herself and others. It's not career support. It's child support. He's not an unfit parent. He just didn't want to be with you. What else do we have?
Sums it up.
All right.
That sums it up.
Oh man. Until the next time, man. What do we have here? Yeah. Who gives a fuck? It's been a long day. I'm all ready to hit katana.
Why? I'm not, man. I'm ready to leave.
I know. Did you guys learn anything about Nick today?
Learn anything? That she probably pays attention to more
lot.
shit than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, her and I have had dialogue for a little while about things I've said that she hasn't liked.
Yeah. She pays attention. She sees what's going on.
All of the megastars do.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
I got killed back in the day. You know, niggas say, oh, you swear Hov pay you some attention. Like, the geniuses, they pay attention. Like,
They don't always respond, but they see it.
Hov was watching.
Hov sees everything.
Yeah.
Cole sees everything. Drake sees everything.
Nick sees everything.
I've never hung around Kendrick, so I don't know. But
I see everything. Kendrick sees everything. Artists who are sensitive about their craft see everything. And that's just the bottom line of that. I don't have any last words. This was great. This was a great time out here in LA.
Yeah.
We should do this more often. And with that said, I am getting out of here. I will see everyone on, when am I seeing everybody? On Saturday. By then, I will have picked food trucks for the pool party. I don't even know.
They
if
reaching out.
Are you invited still? You and Rory, man. I don't know. Know about you,
you gonna
Rory.
feed into that shit. I'm gonna fight you in that parking lot.
Yeah.
Is Charlamagne invited?
To the pool party?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's his man.
This nigga's pussy. I'm
I didn't think about that, but
Now you thought about it.
I did not think about if Charlamagne
You
is.
text him and invited him.
I mean, I probably would.
And I don't fuck with him.
I don't think he would attend, but I would invite him.
Why? I don't fuck with him. You know I don't fuck with him, so you ain't my man. So now what? We even? Are we even?
I'm a snob. Swear to God. Ooh.
Are we even?
It's coming. Oh, it's coming. What is our 5-year anniversary, February? Hey, y'all gonna get a good show in February. I'm gonna knock one of these niggas out. I swear to God. All right, we out of here, man. I'll talk to y'all on Saturday. We'll talk to y'all on Saturday. Peace, man. We out.